Okay, well, welcome back, everybody. Last session, we approached, I think, the 13th version of your lives, or maybe the 12th. And that last group of prisoners we found in the middle of fighting deer. And in the middle of fighting deer, your group finished killing them, as well as one large fungal-looking creature that was tearing through them and you. And then you moved your way down towards the A building that had previously had a courtyard in front of it where a gaseous cloud had come out of. This time, the gaseous cloud did not appear. And so you wandered inside and fought and slew three fungal creatures that were very nearly too much for you, killed a couple of you, and left a few of you near death. So you, and also the two people who died happened to be the two who could write. And so you opted to let those prisoners fade into obscurity. We were introduced to your 13th characters, Angus, Brandonius, KK Quilla, and Hilder. And so that group opted to bull rush the northwestern route, the 11 o'clock route, as you guys have referred to it. And so we are going to start this session with these four brand new prisoners having dumped out into the first route.
And might I add that I feel so much less pity towards you at the start of this recap than the last time around.
I have a voice. It is not awful. That is...
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, I too am happy about that. Sorry about that last time.
It's not your fault.
I appreciate
I'm not
everyone's
sure what
patience.
you're apologizing for.
unless you caused that, at which point...
Unless you took
I went to a
some...
metal concert. I did not. I'm not that cool.
One of the guys we work with at the labs has a friend that's in a metal band. I've gone to their concerts down at the launch pad.
Cool. Our mayor is in a metal band because we live in the coolest city.
Yes, Albuquerque, the coolest city. That's what everyone calls it.
Is your mayor in a metal band?
No, probably not.
It's so funny if you said yes. Just
yes.
Yes.
It actually really defeat me.
You wrote a song about Albuquerque.
It would be so funny if they were, but I have no idea.
Yeah. Also, is Weird Al written a song about your town?
It's Zionsville. I doubt it.
Is that like a plus?
Weird Al writing a song about your town?
Yeah.
Weird Al is incredible. Okay, let's get started. You guys,
I love Weird Al. Have you seen the video of him conducting an orchestra?
No.
Yes.
That's sick.
It's incredible.
Everybody roll me perception. Actually, don't bother. I'm just going to tell you what you see. You guys dump out into a black marble temple. None of you have ever seen before. You see, among other things, a scattered set of broken glass down here on the floor and a little subset of little glass arrows that point off in a southerly direction. There are a number of braziers in this chamber that are well lit, and a cursory glance reveals a large statue at the opposite end of the chamber to the goddess of death and monsters of Farah, without any eyes, which is spooky. I don't know how Jedfrey just got on the map there. I'm going to delete that. Everybody there. Oh, you have no vision on this map. That's what you mean. I thought you were making a bit, but you were seriously talking about your token. Okay. What do you guys do?
This Angus likes giving directions.
Likes giving directions?
No, likes following directions, and there are arrows telling us.
I like the arrows.
Got it?
Yeah.
I don't recall what the bit was for this character, so we're just kind of rolling with it for now.
I can pull it up for you if you'd like. I think it's written down.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you see, I write down my character's bits on their sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Was someone supposed to be carrying the torch?
Yeah, is none of you carrying a torch? Who took the torch?
Think so. Maybe I do, I don't know.
Maybe that's why we can't see.
Is it still Hilder? Or still...
I have the sling.
Yes, you do. So you need a two hands, I believe. I believe it's Hilder from last time, if I recall. Hilder, you're still an oracle, right?
No, I'm a soldier now.
Oh, then that doesn't work. Okay. Okay. Which of you has a free hand?
I'm also a soldier, so
Right.
Is either one of you a sword and shield soldier?
I'm a spear.
I'm
Ellie, are
sword
you
and
sword?
shield.
Oh, torches count as swords, right? Something?
Torches count
They count
as
as
swords.
sword-ish.
All of the sword and shield abilities don't
Abilities.
specify a sword; they specify a one-armed weapon.
Yeah, so the torch
melee
will work.
weapon, yeah.
Okay, and then in that case, since both of you are playing soldiers, which of you took the wooden block, the shield?
We got an actual shield. So
Not yet.
We haven't met.
yeah,
yet.
I'm saying we will. I'm saying we will. So do you want the shield that can break, or should I get the shield that can break?
I don't care.
How about
So I can't have.
I get
hold
it
on,
because you have the torch.
okay, so I don't have the fish hook because I have the torch.
Yeah,
You could have the fish hook too.
you just have to drop it later.
You can swap between them if we're like doing combat in a lit area.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, great. With that resolved, I'll say Hilder is carrying a fishhook in one hand and a torch in the other then. And you guys approach this black pool of inky black water. As you do, the two eyes open up, and the Aku Aku launches into their traditional spiel of outlining that they are here to help. They're begrudgingly.
Here to help.
A small glitch produces all of your supply and items from your bag here on the side of the rim of this pool, and for you to divvy up. And there is, in addition, a scroll that appears there. And I will ask which one of you can read and wants to take the scroll, and who is going to carry the leather satchel.
I can read.
I cannot read.
I can carry the satchel.
Okay, Angus will carry the satchel, and KK Quilla will read and carry the scroll.
Okay.
I assume Hilder and KK Quilla, one of you is going to want the leather spalder set, and the other is going to want a cloth set of armor.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
All right, Brandonius, do you need armor?
I
can't take the cloth armor, by the way.
Yeah.
You can.
Take some cloth armor.
Well, I'm thinking we have 3 sets of armor, and 2 of them are called for, and I think I'm going to be getting hit in the face more often than you're going to get hit in the face.
I am going to stand at the back, so I am the least likely to need.
All right, I'll go ahead and claim a cloth set of armor then.
So does that mean Hilder is taking both the leather spalder set and the leather shield? And then KK Quill is getting the other cloth set. Who is taking the leather helmet and who's taking the leather bracers?
That's a good question.
Brandon can't.
I assume this. Rather, the 2 soldiers have as much armor as possible. I think.
Yeah. So which one of you wants better armor but worse surrounded?
I can take that because I'm generally going to be trying to push people back. So ideally, I'm not going to be surrounded that much.
Cool.
Okay, that works. And I have the leather shield.
You'd have the leather shield, and now, Hilder, you can also add the leather bracers then.
Okay. So I have... what do I have again? Sorry.
You have 1 cloth set, the wooden block shield, which is +1, and then the leather helmet, which is +3 PD.
Okay. So it's block, helmet, and then...
Then Connor, for this amber trinket, did we ever get a vibe for what the curse is?
Nope.
Okay.
Do we have someone that can find out the vibe?
Does anybody have magic identification?
I get the spear. I'm grabbing the spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
The spear. The spear's you. Does it, the bone pike, or you mean specifically, or the spear itself?
Just the normal spear, because the bone pike is a
Two-handed.
level 6 thing. When you can take the ability that you can treat a two-handed pike as one-handed, and then you can do all the fun things with that. But we're not there yet.
Wait, hold on. Does anyone want the hammer?
No, it's yours.
Nope. Go for it.
Okay, because I'll take that because that's more damage, and it also works with sword and shield.
Cool. So wait, Hilder, if you're carrying the hammer and the shield, you can't carry the torch.
Well,
I will have the hammer combat readied. I'm carrying the torch.
Got it. I understood. Okay. And then is anybody going to take the... So you guys, does anybody have magic identification who wants to identify the curse of the amber trinket or the mysterious small ring?
I'm still writing my traits, so I could give myself that, but that feels...
My character
less than
is
fair.
just kind of a wall of a human being, so no.
Okay. Sounds good. KK Quilla, it would benefit me if you finished writing down your talents quickly.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Cool.
I'm trying to. It's
Okay.
they're mostly non-useful ones.
Okay. Cool.
Given that they were like a busker.
Yeah, fair. Angus and Brandoni, do you want to wear that ring without knowing what it is?
Seems like a gaudy ring to me.
If I feel lucky, punk. Yeah, sure. It's got feathers. Feathers are cool.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I've now finished my traits.
Great.
They
okay.
are supremely unhelpful.
Great. You guys got all your equipment set up then, otherwise?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yep.
Okay. Great. You got the scroll, you got all that. Brandonius, you have created an aura about yourself. Is that intentional for anything?
Yeah, so I remember that I have that pinned foot thing that I always forget about.
Ah, cool. Okay. Sounds good.
If someone steps on the white, then I get to try to make them stop.
Sounds good. Okay. Well, where do you guys go next?
I proceed this way. I kind of stick to the edges of the room. I'm like always touching a wall. Just seems kind of mysterious about me.
Okay.
That's just Daredevil, everybody.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Where did you go fast? You can pause for a second because Angus and KK Cool are way behind. Right,
oh yeah, sorry. I'm getting distracted by scroll stuff.
Yeah, I'm stuck learning how to manage the map on a touchpad. I have not done this before.
I feel
the
like
arrow keys also move you, Angus, just as a note.
I'm sorry, what?
The arrow keys will move you.
Yeah, but they won't move the map view, and like the scrolling actions on the touchpad don't handle that super great for some reason.
Brandonians, pause. As you enter this room, you see the large stained glass window before you on the far end, still mostly complete, except for a single small hole in it where it looks like somebody's thrown a rock through. You also see on the floor down here to the south another arrow in glass.
I shoot another rock through the window.
Okay, another small hole appears in the window. Or do you shoot it through the hole that already exists?
No, I shoot it just through another, like, seemingly insignificant part. Like, if there's, like, sky or something like that, like, I just, like, hit the, like, part. I don't hit anything important.
Got it.
Window overlooks. Did we figure that out last time?
Yes, you not last time, but long ago, you figured out that it looks over a deep abyss. Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a deep, like it's like a plummeting chasm beyond that seems to descend into nothing. Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah, and then there's this arrow, and then there's the 4 stairwells. 2 of which appear to be collapsed.
I say we follow the arrow.
Yeah, followed one arrow, might as well follow another arrow.
Angus loves directions, he said.
I love directions.
This is why right here.
Actually, yeah, canonically, this Angus would be super into Legos.
Okay. Well, I am too. So I like the Angus. So
oh yeah, this was the we need strong people door.
This brings you
I
to
am-
I am a
sealed
strong person.
door.
I am also powered.
Yeah. So it's a sealed door. It's locked. It looks like the hinges are breakable. They're not broken, but they look breakable. So you believe you could probably get this open with sufficient enough brawn.
I have 3 levels of brawn, and we have a crowbar.
Yep.
I
And
also
you got a
have
crowbar.
Let's mash this thing.
Okay. Yeah. If you both want to roll it together, that would be fine.
So, as in, like, at
Both of you
Okay.
roll me, and I will add them together.
+5 +9 plus 8 is +2. Ha, nice.
This door is just obliterated.
Let's see. What did we get?
Doesn't stand a chance.
yeah.
Smoke.
Combined 65. Well, I needed a 20. You guys, yeah, you obliterate the door. It is gone. When you guys do, you notice a rush of air from inside, like a pressure differential, and the smell of like deeply stale air, as though this chamber has not been opened in a long time. And you step in, revealing, yeah.
A question. What
Yeah.
is the name of like it's Elmar, right? Is the like
Elmar is
god
the
that's
god of
bonding
fate.
the Aku Aku? Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Can I roll perception from standing in the doorway? I have 2 levels of unnatural sight.
Yes, but first, let me just tell you. So you have a natural sight. Roll me it in your case. In addition,
Wait, you can have multiple levels of those?
I think it's just multiple levels of sight and then the special boost.
Yeah, then you get on that. Yeah, okay.
So
Oh,
you
I was
guys
about to
are
say
in a large
we should-
room full of faded and old scrolls. Due to the room appearing to have been sealed, they have been deeply preserved. Roll me. Does anybody have perception touch?
I have sight and hearing. I do not have touch.
Okay. If nobody has perception touch, I will take a general perception from everybody.
So is sight not helpful?
I will take your sight if you would like, but there's something touch related. If you roll the specific sight, you'll learn something else, but not have the chance of learning the touch thing. Up to you. Both will be
Okay.
helpful.
Why do I always make my characters not have perception?
I'll
I also
specifically
do that.
I'll specifically roll sight if other people want to not, and that way we can try and get both pieces of information.
Yeah, I'll go for the general then. So this will be 3 level. No, just perception. Okay. So it's just plus. Right, it's
Great.
+2 +3. Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
could have gone a little.
Brandonius and KK Quilla. Oh, KK Quilla, you don't have any perception.
Yeah.
Brandonius, do you?
I have 1 insight.
Okay, cool. Are you going to roll sight or the general?
I'll do the general. So that's just my 2 from courage, 3 from proficiency, and
Yeah,
3 more.
That's it. No, 3 more.
That's only if I do the sight.
Yeah, +3 more if you roll sight.
I see.
Okay, you both rolled exactly the same, 2 12s. So neither of those met the check DC I was looking for of 16 for the touch thing. So you will not learn that fact. However, Hilder, yes, fair. However, Hilder, this room is full of scrolls that appear to have not degraded with time. There's also a brazier on the opposite end of the room that looks like can be
Brazier.
lit.
Oh, right.
You gonna light it?
You gotta.
Okay. And the scroll chambers along the sides all contain what look like well-kept scrolls. And with a 27 sight, you can identify they appear to be organized. And so with a 27 sight, you see there are 4 organized columns of scrolls. There is one. Let me give you the list. One is let's see. And okay. One has a loaf of bread on it, as well as some wheat. One has a gold coin on it. One has a spear on it, and one has a skull on it. There's just seems to be an organizational structure for the scrolls themselves. Here's how this is going to work. Who here has literary translate?
I have translate.
Great. Does anybody else?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, these scrolls are all on Old Olam, so only KK Quilla can translate these scrolls. You may attempt one literary translate check, because it's going to take you some time to translate through one of these scrolls. Time that you guys don't have a lot of. And so tonight, you can make one check on these scrolls.
Okay.
And you can choose which column of scrolls you'd like to pick now that Hildur has pointed out the 4 columns.
I would like to look. What say you, my adventuring companions? What sort of knowledge do we wish to gain? That of bread and bounty, gold and wealth, beers and violence, or skulls and death?
Well, I thought Bread at first said bear, and I was very excited for bear.
I was
So I
excited for bear too. I also read it wrong.
So I guess I can live with Bread as a fallback.
Let us delve deep into the mysteries of bread. That's an 18. Wait, no. That's wrong. I should actually be plus 3 more, and then I so forgot how the system works. I'm sorry. That should be plus 6 more actually. So that should be a 24. I forgot to. Yeah.
Somehow I was muted. I'm sorry. Maya, I need a D8 from you.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
I was like, you guys are just listing this. How many times can I ask for a D8? And it turned out I was muted, and you guys were listing it while you were waiting for me to talk. Okay. You note the following. So, Maya, you note I'm typing this out for you guys.
Maya, the font that you're typing in is very thematically great and also hurts my eyes.
Yes, it is not a useful font. I am writing a fully in character journal. If people would like to check the scroll to see that.
Okay.
I
So
like this
tower,
continuing bit.
the note here is Tower D is the commoner's tower. A crack in the main support pillar has been noted, but has not yet been repaired. Church staff suggests that on the short time frame, it will be okay, and if it falls, it will fall against the cavern walls, not damaging anything. However, the commoner graves will be lost in this circumstance. That is the notes that you find in this scroll.
Fuck the commoners.
Okay, so
yeah.
it's talking about it's talking about the towers from the other side of this route. then, right?
They're not on the other side of this route. They're directly right out. You just passed the
Right.
stairwells.
Right, because that's the there's the I assume the commoners' graves are the owl people things, moth people things, whatever they were.
Oh, moth people things. Okay. Sure.
Right, because there were like tombs and stuff up there. Oh wait, no, because there's a mausoleum somewhere around here.
Yeah, that's the towers. The towers are the mausoleum.
Oh, okay.
So
Big
The-
gerbil.
yeah. So there were 4 towers that you guys have experienced. The one with the great one wrapped around it. There's the one that has the darkness up it when you try to go upstairs. There's one that was previously, like before the entire game started, already collapsed. And there was one that has a single ray of light piercing it from the top that you guys have not yet been up. Those are the 4 towers.
Oh wait, why haven't we gone up the? I forgot that one existed.
I don't know. I
The
haven't
ray
been
of
up it. Yeah, I just can't answer that. The one with the ray of light, you simply have not been up. But there are 4 towers.
We're morons and missed something a while ago. Bit here, isn't there?
I can't speak to that without
That's
spoiling.
fair.
But yeah,
Well-
so that's the note about the tower. So you've learned a fact about one of these towers. The veracity or utility of this fact, less
Unclear.
certain.
Okay.
We
do you
know
take the
at one
scroll-
point someone believed this.
Do you take the scroll
Yes.
with you, or do you?
If we
not?
take it with us, will we get it? It'll just come back to us when we die, right? Like, there's no real risk in taking it with
But
us,
also,
right?
we don't know what like state it's in because it's been preserved in this room, and now that we've opened the room, and if we take it
Okay.
out,
Also, just
Okay,
as a
you-
note, we don't know what the Aku Aku considers valuable enough to find for
It's
us.
just a piece of paper.
Well,
Well,
Exactly.
if we have one scroll that he returns to us every time, why not more? But I think I'm on board with leaving it here for safekeeping.
Okay. So at the note about the maybe fragility of the paper, KK Quilla, this paper is it's very old scroll. So it is crumbling in your hands as you unwind
Wait,
that scroll.
Is it old enough to be paper and be animal hide instead?
No, it is all crumbling like papyrus, very old paper. Paper.
Okay. All right, then yeah,
and
maybe we can put that back.
yeah, it does crumble in your hands. So you put it back. You've spent some time in here and are able to translate this. You've burned through a good chunk of your night by doing that. Because it takes time to translate these old scrolls and unwind them carefully to read. So yeah.
While
but you
that's
have-
going on, could I have just peeked my head up this way to see if there's anything in here?
For sure. It is a collapsed chamber of crates and boxes and old supplies.
Is it
when you
rummage?
is it what?
Time to rummage?
Yeah, roll me perception checks to rummage while that has been happening. While KK Quilla was.
Is there a particular? Will
No.
sight help me with rummaging or okay?
Sight will help. Yeah, anything you want.
Oh,
oh, I'll come rummage then because I have lots of.
Great.
yes.
But one
Wow,
of you's reading through an old scroll, the rest of you are just rummaging.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't read.
But you know what I can do? Loot.
Yeah. Great. So mostly these crates are empty or completely collapsed. They don't appear to have been completely destroyed by time. The ceiling of these chambers appears to have helped a lot. But one thing you do find is a small, tiny statuette, maybe a foot high. Oh, I got cats fighting each other. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're good. Sorry, there's a small black marble statuette of Ephera, the goddess of death. Looks like a miniature version of the one outside.
Does it have rubies?
It does have tiny, tiny little ruby inset eyes.
Oh.
Well, we have the opportunity to do something very funny.
I was thinking the same thing. But also, we wouldn't know to do that.
You wouldn't
That's
know
super.
not to touch him or to touch him.
Either
We would
we
not-
wouldn't know
wouldn't- Yeah, we wouldn't know one way or another.
I think my character is like really into ancient lore and fables. They would probably, after you found it, go over and poke at it.
Well, I guess my question is, while KK Quilla is spending over an hour, this is the only thing you've really found of value in this room. Does one of you touch it? The eyes?
I don't know about the eye. I don't know about the eye. How big is the statue? You said like a foot,
foot
or so.
tall? Yeah, it's a mini little statuette.
Will it fit in the Will it fit in the satchel?
It will.
I mean, I feel like maybe I just scoop it up and don't really think about it.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Well, add that to the satchel then, under the party supply.
Again.
And otherwise, yeah, you guys are good. So you guys cleared out this room. You've looked at some scroll work. What's next?
Up a tower.
Hey, don't leave me behind!
I'm pretty down to zoop up the tower.
Which tower?
I don't know
The-
which.
The ray
only
of light that
two-
we have.
They're two unblocked. You don't know in game which one has the ray of light, but they're two unblocked. One that leads up to inky darkness, and the other one that leads up onto the roof.
Let's just go up on the roof.
Sure.
Mhm. Okay,
Sure.
I'm going to move you guys then. If you could not move yourselves.
Brandon, did you ever figure out what the bit for Brandonius the Pebble was?
No, not at all.
Oh, thrown into prison for picking up rocks.
Yeah. And
Mm.
master
Good
the
with
sling. Yep, that's what I got.
Definitely.
So you guys come out onto the rooftop here. It is a cold and quiet rooftop with a variety of skeletons scattered about it. There's a crumbled tower, the one that you come out of, and then there's another crumbled tower on the top left. They're the bones of the dome that once overlooked the mausoleum or the temple antechamber. There's a tower directly before you that is fully formed, and then another one to your left that is mostly formed, but which has had at least one tower now partially collapse against it. So it has some crumbling on the outside exterior. You might be able to find a way inside that way.
Okay.
And that one is the left one to your immediate left is the one that has a thin ray of moonlight piercing from the ceiling above.
So you said we might be able to find a way in,
Yes.
but it's not immediately obvious.
Correct.
How tall is it from where we are?
I can check that. Give me 1 second.
Oh, you know what we didn't see, but we should have, is the rope hanging down from
Oh,
around here. We put a rope out last time.
No, the ropes all get collected and put back in your bag.
Every time?
Every time. So they are in your bags. You have 2 ropes in your bags.
okay.
Well, we got to tell the Aku Aku to stop that shit.
You are welcome to. And I will. He will stop if you tell him to. But he collects them by default unless you tell him otherwise. So let's see. There is 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. So this is the tower with the moon piercing it is the tallest tower. And so there is approximately, let's see, a 40-foot tower to your left here. The tallest tower here.
Can I see, like, is there like a window or anything anywhere?
From where you are, there's just rubble on your side as you peer through here. So not where you are. You could maybe, you see a path around the side here. You could maybe check that out.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can climb. If there's like a way I can climb this stupid thing.
Oh, the tower. You can see, if you look up, you can see handholds, but they're about 20 feet up already. So they're high up above you.
Can my brawn let me jump that high?
No. 80 feet?
Can you
20 feet?
and me brawn together let us boost the other person that high?
You
Cheerleader throw.
you cannot get up 20 feet with a jump or anything like that. But Angus,
Well,
wandering around the corner, you do see a big, large gash in the side of the tower that would admit entry.
Oh, okay. Do you guys want to try that?
Sure.
Let us venture forth.
Zoop, 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 zoop. I'm not the one holding the torch. I should not be going first.
Okay. Yeah. So Hilder ventures inside. There is a collapsed tomb area in here. The tomb area is completely devoid of skeletons. There's a number of coffins that have all been emptied and pillaged. Roll me perception sight. Those
Can
of you
do.
who have it.
Which of these staircases was this that we had up?
This is the bottom left, which is now
Got it.
collapsed. Yeah. Angus and Hillary, you can both plainly see these coffins. The lids don't have dust on them, and the like the cracks in the stone facade where like a coffin lid of stone has been crushed are all recent. You can also see that the coffins and skeletons, the lids that were crushed and everything like that, they were burst from the outside in, not the inside out, which is how you would normally expect that to happen. I just want to clarify because you're in a horror game that nothing burst from the inside out.
Okay, I was about to ask.
Something has grave robbed all of these recently, within the past couple days. About the same amount of time, with a 30 and 33, I'll give you even more information, about the same time frame as the tower to your north collapsed.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I don't like that.
There's also two stairwells, a stairwell to your right that goes up and a stairwell to your left that goes down. Both of them are collapsed. However, you can see a hole in the ceiling up here. So if you use rope, you could climb it.
That feels like we should do it.
Yeah.
You guys want up?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to delete you guys as I move you to the next map. We're just climbing you all the way up. You've used one of your 2 ropes, correct, to get up there. You could remove the rope and keep it with you, or you could leave it. So that's that there. So you guys come up.
We don't know that we get it back, I think we would pick it up and take it with us.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Good call. Okay, so you guys come up out here. There are 2 braziers right here that are both unlit.
Do it.
Wait a minute. They might be lit. Give me 1 second. I have to check something. They are lit.
Oh.
So you have been here before. Out of game. In game, you don't know that, obviously. But let me put them on. Okay. Yeah. So there are lit braziers over here. There is what was once a bridge leading across to the tower across from you here. It has been destroyed by that other tower having collapsed.
Okay. Can I? Is there anything? Oh, I guess it's just it'll just look down on the area that we've already been to a minute ago.
No, in fact, if you go outside and look, you will also see a series of handholds that are reachable to your left around the side of the tower.
Okay.
So you could climb around the outside of the tower here.
I feel like I'm trying to get to. I want to see what the deal is with like the little ray of light that's hitting the top of the tower. So I'm sort of in full climb mode.
Okay, cool.
Anyone else have ideas?
I am happy to do whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm spending most of my time on this scroll entry.
Okay. So if you guys begin climbing, Angus, with your 30 perception sight, I'm not gonna have you make you roll again. This tower is crumbling on the outside exterior as a function of the northern tower collapsing against it briefly. What that means is these stone rocks are crumbling, and if you step on the wrong one, there's a chance it will break and fall. And as a note, there is no handholds below. So if you step on one of these and they fall, you will fall to your death without a save. You could potentially do something about that. You've got rope, but if you just try to climb on this, it could just mean you die. There will be a check, 1 check DC for finesse, depending on the rope you cling to, or on the rock you jump to.
Well, okay, I'm not very finessey, but I have expert climber.
You just want to slowly climb around the wall?
Kinda, yeah.
You could do that, yeah. The
Okay.
rest of you, can you all climb?
I mean, no better than someone with just a level in one level in acrobatics can.
Acrobatics does not help you with climbing. I think athletics
Yeah,
helps
that's
with
yeah. I did not
3
think it
levels of brawn and 2 levels of endurance.
climb is so if you have athletics, you can climb.
Okay,
Yeah, I
have
cannot climb
athletic.
I
then.
do not.
I'm Oopsies.
Angus, did you just say you do not?
No,
Well,
I
no, I
don't,
do.
Brandon.
Oh,
I did.
Brandonia said that. Okay, got it.
So then,
So-
do Hildur and I want to try to climb, and then we can drop the rope down below us? We can drop the rope down behind us for people? Or will that, like, physically work?
It only works if there's a window up above you on the tower, like the tower floor above, which you could
Okay.
look up and see that there's not.
Well.
So you guys will have to get around the side of the tower somehow. I will say, let's see.
Oh, well, can I be a real jerk about this? And I can just climb, and I can just tap each of the frickin'...
Yeah, you can. You can do that. That's actually
Ooh, I
brilliant.
love that idea.
I'm just gonna go figure out which one of these sucks.
Okay, yeah, that works. I will allow that with no contest. It's just a good idea.
Okay.
So there are a couple of stone rocks that do that. Yeah. So it's going to take you a while to do that. It's going to take your allies a while to then follow you out beyond. So it will take you guys some time, but with Angus doing that method, you guys can safely climb up the tower, provided you put all of your equipment away and you all climb slowly up the side of that tower. Are you okay with taking some time doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to move you guys to the next floor.
Can I make sure to like break the one, like hit the ones that are broken? Can I make sure to like
break them?
Like, clear that
Knock
they're
them off?
broken?
Yeah, for sure. Not a worry at all there. Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
What did you do?
I added this map to the game and it's not here. It looks like it didn't save or something went wrong. So I need to briefly make a map. Sorry, guys. Because the next map was part of the ad when you guys said you wanted more level curves. So take 5. Everybody take 5.
You just come back at 7. That work for you?
Yeah, come back at 7. I will fix the map.
Do.
You guys come back at 7 and it'll be done.
Okay, that works because I was supposed to image my cells 30 minutes ago, so I need to do that now.
Great. There you go. Perfect. Okay.
We're all good.
Great. We return to you guys climbing this tower. And there is you guys are climbing up the side of this tower. I have a couple of things I'm still rushing to complete, though, on this map, though the trick itself appears to be good. So, you are climbing up the side of this tower. You should be able to see yourselves arrayed here on the bottom left, far bottom left. And Angus, you are in front of the line, and you come to a small stone ladder set in the wall here that you can use to climb up to the next level.
Okay.
Yep. Great. You climb up.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and move your token.
There we go. Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Pause there real quick. As soon as you come up the top, so as soon as you're right here, you come in and you see a flash of a couple of different things. The first thing you see is a large number of pots outlined all throughout the room. The second thing you see is a single one-eyed large statue in the center of the room. And as soon as you look up at it, as soon as you see it, it swivels around to face you, and a large blast of light flashes from the statue and hits you. Make me a finesse check to try to dodge out of the way.
I'm not good at finesse.
Sorry. Yeah, okay, great. You are going to take some damage. It feels purifying. Like it's attempting to cleanse your soul. Take 19 damage. Salt damage.
That
Oh,
doesn't
man.
feel like damage.
Take 19 salt damage as it slams you into the wall, and I will take an initiative check for your turn order.
Well, wait, hold on, Salt. What's the, is there like a Pokemon-esque type system for elements here?
If you are
Oh
a
yeah,
salt-
like how is cheese related to?
Oh.
Yeah. Because I'm rot.
Cheese, yeah, you are rot, and cheese is rot. And so there's not a Pokemon system. You are resistant to rot damage. You are not resistant to salt damage. So you take...
Worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. It's worth asking because you can be right at this. You're just wrong now. So you take 3d8 plus 4 salt damage. And you... what? And I need your initiatives. So, okay, so 10 for initiative. I need initiatives from all of you. And I'm going to roll for...
Yeah.
It is not Red Skull, by the way. It is killable. Achievably killable. Okay.
We've killed red skulls before.
You killed one by cheesing it, if I recall. I don't think you're not wrong.
Yeah,
You did.
that is in fact how we did that.
Yeah.
Okay. What... Does anyone have any way that we can learn stuff about this? Is this
Does anybody have it would require lore about constructs, which is I don't think is a lore. I don't think that is a
My
lore,
character
actually.
has no brain cells, so I can't help either way.
Anybody have gadgetry?
Oh, I almost did. I put points into hearing instead.
Okay, got it. Anybody have strategy for the combat stuff? I can tell you the level of the creature if you have that. If you have strategy clocking, I can tell you that. And then Brandonius, I still need your initiative.
It's a robot? Good lord.
It's a gadget. So do you guys have any preference for order, or would you prefer to go in the order you're on the map? Like arranged around towards that doorway?
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay. Elder, KK Kula. Okay, cool. It rolled better than you. So, Angus, that initiated combat, so what I'm going to do is just have it start its turn.
Oh, really quick, before we go back, we need those specific roles to learn anything about the construct itself. Do the pots mean anything? Are they, like, meaningful in any capacity, or are they just fucking pots?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the pots, you can't. They're so far it just looks like they're pots. If you get up to one, I will let you use any type of perception on the pot as a free action and tell you more.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, and then let's see. So it's going to try to hit you a second time, Angus. I need another finesse check from you.
I'm gonna die.
You
Okay.
pass. You prepared for it from the first time. You dive out of the way as it attempts to laser beam you, so to speak, and then it's your turn.
Ooh. Okay. Looking forward, is that could like prepping dodge be used to the same effect?
Prepping dodge. You can't use dodge to evade an attack.
Yeah, but I mean, like, sort of like thematically, is there a way we could be like, I know I'm gonna get shot at?
Yeah, I'll give you, if you use dodge for the finesse attack it uses, I will give you +3 to your dodge, or to your finesse check.
Okay. All right, I'll think about it. All right.
Cool.
Anyways, yeah, I will use. Oh, right. Oh, geez, I don't have a mouse. I don't know how this is gonna work.
You can, yeah.
Um,
And the grid's slightly not perfect because the map's being annoying. So use the lighter colored grid. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do the move while measuring thing.
Oh, you can't do that with the trackpad.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you
As
can.
Maya and I have known for a
can.
long time.
And all right, I'm up here. I'm gonna roll perception sight
Great, sounds good.
and see if I can pick anything up out of this.
Okay.
There's 10 move.
The pot is heavy, large, heavy pots. They're big amphoras in their little stands. If you carry the pot, you will move at half speed and cannot 5-foot adjust, and will receive a reduction to your ability to dodge if you're still holding it. You can drop it as a free action. You can set it down with a two-handed action. You can drop it as a free action, but there is a 1 in 4 chance that it immediately explodes because they are full of explosive something.
Cool.
And
Question.
you can pick it up with 2 free hands with a two-handed action.
All right.
So I'll drop it all in the chat.
Were there 2 big dumb rings on the floor like these guys?
The rings on the floor? Those are braziers.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Does anything fiery?
Anything fiery? Like to light one of these?
I'm thinking a cool move. I can finish my movement by picking up this guy and putting it next to the construct. Like, I have enough move for that.
You could if you'd like. It'd be a two-handed action to pick it up. Do you have 2 free hands?
Yep.
Okay, then it'd be a 2.
Hold my axe.
Great. Yeah. So yeah. It's 2 free. You have 2 free hands. So it's two-handed action to pick up, and it's a two-handed action to set down. Again, you can drop it as a free action. You auto drop it as a free action if you try to dodge out of the way of a beam attack. Just so you know. You can choose not to, but if you choose to try to dodge, you will auto back automatically. So you're gonna pick this up. Where are you gonna put it?
I guess the easiest way is for me to drop it here with me ending up there.
Okay. Cool. Then I'm gonna put the pot here, and put this here with a line through it. So it's no longer there. It is now over here. And
so
then
that means a move and a 2-handed action.
Are you gonna set it down?
Well, I don't have enough AP to set it down.
Okay. Do you want to drop it?
Yeah. What did you say the percentage was?
1 in 4, 25%.
All right. Yeah. Sure. I'll roll a d4.
Okay. Roll me d4. If you roll 1, it explodes. Great.
Sick.
It doesn't explode. It wobbles a little bit in the stand, but it remains there. So that's a free action. So you've used a two-handed action and a move. What do you do now?
I will just prep a dodge.
Okay, cool. Hilder, your turn.
I will also point out there is this one is next to the construct takes up this 3x3 square, right?
Yes, it does.
Or is it just okay? Cool. I'm good.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like a ladder thing? I can't tell if it's a ladder or a broken bridge.
It's a ladder. So you can climb on up it if you'd like as part of your movement.
Yes, I would like to.
It takes up 10 feet of movement to move up the ladder. Just as a note. So it'd be 5 to get there. To get up to the top here, it would be 15 feet of movement. So that's 20 feet of movement so far. You got, I think, 10 more. You come into the room. The one-eyed statue is fixated on Angus,
Okay,
although you
that
are
was
now directly behind him.
so that was 30 feet of movement. So hold on, I forget if I have an extra AP on this build or not.
If this is anything like any other static turret boss fight, being angularly distributed is a good idea.
I was about to move sideways. I was
Beautiful.
just checking AP.
What's wrong?
Yeah, so I only have. I'm just gonna move away.
Great. Okay, sounds good. So you use the rest of your AP to move, and then we go to KK Quilla.
Okay, so I love being totally in the dark and unable to see.
Does that mean, oh, you are in the dark totally with Hilda running up?
Yeah, so I
You did see where to go, so you can feel along the wall up to the ladder. It's just going to be, you move at half speed. So it'd be 10, 20, it'd be 30 feet for you to get to the top of the ladder. If you're okay with that, I can just move you there.
yeah, I think I'll just kind of blindly wander towards that.
Okay, that gets you there.
Yeah, right. So then the problem is my build is built around pushing people and people entering my range. This is a big thing that stays in place.
It is.
So like I guess I'll just move again is probably the best thing to do. So like 1, 2
Funnily enough, this is the combat that makes me appreciate what Blades in the Dark is trying to do.
Blades, really?
Yeah, it would have been so cool if this is where we could have gone back and been like flashback. Oh yes, and we all made sure to each have torches like ready to go so we could light up the pots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I get what the potential appeal there is.
When I played it at first, it confused me so bad, and then by the end of our session, I was like, "This is actually incredible."
Yeah, especially because it's
Yeah, go ahead.
Especially because it's designed to do like heist missions where you're gonna need a bunch of random weird gear. So that way you can just say, yeah, we planned for this.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
KK Quilla, you have moved. Sorry, real quick. KK Quilla, you've moved. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I moved and then moved. Yeah.
For me to get to the top of the ladder is going to take how much movement?
10, 20, 30, 40. It's going to take you it's going to take you 3 AP worth of movement.
Cool.
Because
take me to the top of where I can see, and then tell me how much movement I have left.
That is, it's the same amount.
Oh, it'll take me all of my movement to get to where I can see.
Yeah, because you move at half speed, so it's 30 feet of movement for you to get to where you can see, which is right at the top of the ladder. And because you move at half speed, because of that, it's 60 feet.
Cool.
So, sorry. Do you want me to move you there?
Well, yeah.
Great, you're there. You are now there. And I think that's the end of your action, which is the least fun possible outcome for Brandon here, because the first thing it's going to do is it's going to laser this line. So I need Angus and Brandonius. What?
Is it going to blow itself up?
You're about to find out. But I need Angus and Brandonius to roll me finesse checks.
Cool. I prepped the dodge, and you said you would give me +3 to that.
I will. Yep.
But whoa!
And we're not doing it with. Are we doing it under the new system or the old system?
It's the new system, so you could, if you have points in finesse, you can use a trait thing on it if you'd like.
The idea I think I had was that the combat-heavy version of Blades in the Dark is just Batman Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Angus, do you want to re-roll that?
I would like to. I can't.
No, you don't have any points in finesse.
I have 0 points in finesse.
Right.
Brandonius, would you like to reroll that? You don't know what the check DC is.
No, I'm just going to accept it.
Okay, so let's see. You both take 15 damage from the eye blast,
Cool.
but Angus, you're going to take additional damage because the pot's going to explode.
Cool.
It is also going to take a ton of damage from the pot exploding. The pot is going to deal 3d10 damage. Angus, would you like to roll the 3d10 damage? You will take it as soon as you roll it, but it's going to take some damage as well.
Sure. This is where I'm going to roll well.
There you go. 18 damage to you.
Well, so I'm already basically out of this fight.
It is also going to take a big chunk of damage from the pot exploding on it.
It didn't seem as
Already
big.
basically out.
Yeah, so
I blazed it twice, and then I got it blown up. I'm just
blown up by
done.
your own pot.
There goes 52 HP in 2 turns.
It is then going to pivot to look at KK Quilla and fire another eye blast. KK Quilla, I need a finesse check from you.
Finesse. The thing that I don't have.
This like tanky, non-finessey party that just like grumblingly brawned their way up the tower wall.
I have 2 finesse.
Okay, it's just KK Quill and Angus then. Maya, you are fine. You dodge out of the way from this eye beam, and that is its full turn. We go to Angus. Angus, 3 HP, but you're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, really. Is there anything I can do that's not just sitting there whacking it?
I don't think there's much. I think the gimmick of this feels like, okay, what can you accomplish with the pots, and can you set the pots in a way that hurt it? Because we know that hurts it. But
I mean, you could try stabbing it. It's a statue, so might do nothing.
I get the feeling it's going to do nothing.
Sure.
But oh man, there's so little I can do. So you move at half speed with a pot.
Yeah.
I think I'm screwed. Hold on. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4? There are no pots that I can pick up and get back to within get them close to this guy.
That is not true. This one.
I
10
certainly
feet away, you could put it here. So 5, 15.
Oh,
20.
okay.
So it's
Yeah,
I'll make it look bigger so that way there you go.
So yeah, I'll end up here, and I can bring it down 1 square.
Okay. Cool.
Roll a d.
You're just gonna drop it?
I can't. It takes 2 full actions to.
No, I mean you're just gonna like let it go. Free action drop it, or you can keep holding it.
Well, I'm gonna die either way. Let's see what happens if I keep holding it.
Okay, sounds good. Hilder, it's your turn. You'll dodge with a third action.
I'll dodge. Yeah.
Bet.
See what
All
happens.
right. I have a 10-foot range, right?
no.
Not with your weaponry.
Okay, this is going to be interesting because I don't know how to fight close up. Okay. 1 moment, please. Can I make this thing prone?
It's a statue, so you're welcome to try. It's a statue.
I'm gonna take that as a no.
Statue tipping.
The explosion structural
Can you
damage.
tip
It
over the
doesn't-
statue?
It doesn't look like you can make it prone. It looks like it's in a mount in the floor and pivoting on that mount.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Hey, lazy Susans are notoriously bad to bending moments.
Hilder.
Yeah, I
you like to
don't
do?
think this functions like that. Unfortunately.
I'm just gonna move forward and whack this thing with a hammer.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, do it. That's actually in its square. It takes up the full.
So this is
Yeah,
okay.
you can 5-foot adjust in to do it. In fact.
Oh, even better.
Great. Let's see, 15 to hit. It is completely stationary, but it is very hard stone, and so you do not appear to have an effect when you hit it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try and hit it with my shield in the other arm. Oh wait, no. I can't have my shield up because the braziers aren't lit. So I'm gonna go light the braziers with the rest of my move.
Okay. This one here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was 3 movement, and then I'm gonna try and get to it.
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay, I didn't quite, but I will get to it later.
Cool. Kekiquilla, your turn.
Okay. Huh. I don't really know what to do. I guess. So speed is halved while carrying a pot.
Yep.
Okay. So, but I have to end my movement, or can I pick up a pot while I'm moving?
You can pick up a pot mid-movement. It's just as from once you pick up the pot, you move at half speed. Every additional square will cost double, basically.
And then it takes an action to set it down.
It does. You can continue to hold it, or you can drop it as a free action, but if you drop it as a free action, it might break.
Okay. Can I move to here?
Yep.
Actually, here, how about this? Can I move to here and then pick it up as a free action? This one that's to the diagonal right of me?
You cannot pick any of them up as a free action. It's a 2-armed action to pick them all up, no matter what.
Oh, okay.
But
So
you
it
could
takes an
5-foot
action to
adjust
put
into them.
away. It takes an action to put away my spirit shield, right?
Yes, it will. So,
Okay.
yep.
And I presume that exhausts my 2 arms.
It will. I believe it does. Yes, I think it does.
Okay, so I'm going to 5-foot adjust, and then while sheathing my shield and spear, which will have negative effects for my ability to get hit, but mostly it's been saves, so
It's only
let's
been
hope.
6 so far.
Yeah, so I'll pick that up, and then
Okay, and I'm checking
Actually,
real
no.
quick that it does exhaust to do that.
yeah, and then
Just real quick.
Yeah.
Switch item. Oh, it's a body action.
oh, okay, so that actually is very relevant because I can take the body action to sheath things,
Yep.
and then I can take an action to move, and then while doing that, use a 2-arm action to pick it up, use a free action to drop it next to the thing.
Okay. Yeah, I see what
rolling
you're trying to do,
1d4.
and it will work. Yep.
And then I'm
roll
going
me a
to
1d4. You didn't roll 1. You're good to go.
Yeah. And then so I've moved 5 feet so far, and then I'm moving over to here now.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's in a line with Brandonius. That's
Yeah, but I
bad.
go next.
So Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll then go here.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so that's KK Quilla's turn. We go to Brandonius.
Can I 5 foot shift around this corner, basically back into the behind the wall area?
Behind the wall. There's no space behind the wall except down the ladder, which you cannot 5-foot shift to. So no.
Disgusting.
5-foot shift and then fall down the ladder.
Yeah, you could do that, but it would hurt.
2d6 of fall damage.
All right. Well, I will just go ahead and attack it with a. Ooh, that would be fun. I could just put a focal point directly on top of it.
You could.
Oh,
Are you using
that's
are you
Great.
using a sling?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
that seems less effective,
Rock-
unfortunately, given you are
rock-
sling.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my trick point to do the one that does the head strike or whatever it is. Yeah, head strike. So I will roll to hit.
Okay.
Nope, not times 8 plus 8.
Well, hold on.
Now, Connor, it's a big statue. It's not moving.
It is a big statue. You will hit.
Incredible. It
I
needs
think
to
a
make
missing
two-
here is you like glance off more than anything.
It needs to make 2 DC 15 fatigue checks, finesse. Now,
Okay.
surely this thing does not have copious finesse.
This thing is immune to fatigue.
That feels fake.
It's a statue.
It can be a tired statue.
Don't yell at me about that. It's a
It
statue.
can be a tired statue.
It cannot.
Only because you said so.
No, yeah.
Yeah, well, someone has to say so.
You can't be upset about it being immune to fatigue when it's a
I can be upset about
statue
anything I
construct.
want. It's
Yeah,
you're not allowed to tell me how I feel.
That's super true. I'm sorry.
Your feelings are valid.
Okay, so you,
I
you do
moved
damage
here.
it, by the way. Great. Okay. One-eyed statue's turn.
Yeah. Well, I've got one more action, so
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I'm gonna do whatever that action was that Angus did that allowed me to potentially dodge better.
Dodge.
I don't know if
Use
that
dodge.
was dodge or if that was like
It was.
okay, cool.
Cool. So use dodge. In that case, we will go to its turn. It is going to. You're all about equidistant from it.
I'm gonna get blown the hell up.
It is going to first target KK Quilla with a laser eye beam. Please make me a finesse check. And it is then going to pivot around and fire a laser eye beam at Hilder. So I need you also to make me a finesse check.
Counterpoint: the laser didn't exist until 1960. This is unrealistic.
This is a magic blast of magical energy.
My electricity and magnetism professor was there for the first presentation ever of a laser, and he used to lecture us on it all the time, the importance of giving a good presentation.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, I'll explain it in a sec. It's very cool. Hilder, you failed KK Quilla. I would like yours.
Oh, yeah.
And then, Hilder, would you like to, you have finesse. Would you like to use a trait pool point to reroll that?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I shouldn't have added 2 to it. So yes, I'm definitely rolling that.
Okay, and then Maya, you also have failed. Would you also like to do that?
I don't have any finesse points.
Okay, then you are both going to take damage from this. Hilder, you can expend another trait check to avoid this again, Hilder, if you'd like.
No.
Okay. Hilder, you are going to take 17 damage from this, and KK Quilla, you're going to take 25.
Ouch.
That's its full turn. It ends its turn facing Hilder. And Hilder, this thing behind you is also going to explode from the force from that blast, but you are not close enough for that to have affected you.
Okay.
The beam just
Okay,
goes
good.
The range is square.
The range is only 5 feet. Yes. Angus, your turn.
Well, nothing happened, so I guess I'll use a two-handed action to put this one down.
Okay.
And hold on. Wow, not being able to do the measure while move thing is really rough. 5, 10,
Now you know what it feels like for us mere mortals.
Yeah, exactly.
20, 25, 30. Actually, it doesn't really matter if I end up there or here. I'll end here and I will dodge.
Okay. You're going to end up right next to it?
Well, I'm trying to, that's like a. Yeah, if I want to try to hit it next turn, that's all I got.
Okay.
Well, hold on. I could end up
Pick up
off
the barrel.
1 6. So there's not a barrel here anymore. So this could be 5, 15, 20. Will this barrel hit it if it explodes?
Yeah, it's within 5 feet. This one?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So then there's not. Oh, okay. I can pick up this. I can pick up this barrel.
Okay.
And then
Cool.
2, 4. I can end. I can end here while holding it.
Okay. Where do you want it to be angled? Down?
Boy, is there not a good answer. Yeah, I guess down.
Okay. Cool. Hilder,
Yeah,
that just as a note, you cannot move through diagonal spaces or anything like that, if you'll recall. So, that are occupied here, so you cannot move up northeastern here. Okay. Let's see. That was Angus's turn. We go to Hilder. Now.
Okay, I am going to just move forward and attack.
Okay.
So that's a 5-foot adjust.
Yep. That will miss.
I'm gonna try again.
That will critically hit. It does not have any rendable armor because it is a statue. Yeah. But you can max damage.
Yes, I will max damage, which is 8.
8 damage. Okay. Cool.
Or wait,
what kind of
is it
damage?
plus proficiency?
It's
Plus. It is
What?
the damage is just plus your or your.
Oh, plus power.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's 8. That's bludgeoning damage.
Good to know. Thank you. That was 1 hit and a 5-foot adjust, so I think you got more actions.
Well, because I missed once, so I'm out.
Right. KK Quilla, your turn.
Okay. I am going to start by moving. In doing so, I will take a 2-armed action to pick up this massive barrel thingy.
Okay.
So that's 5 feet, and then moving forward more, and then I'll move 10 feet to go forward, and then I'll put a barrel down there.
Cool.
And then in doing so, use 15 feet of movement. So I will use my remaining 15 to back up to here, and then I will dodge with my last action.
Okay. Great.
Oh, and I'm dropping that barrel for free, so I have to roll die, see if it blows up. Oh, it blew up while I was next to it.
It blows up while you're next to it. So it will roll me 3d10. You'll take that damage, and the statue will also take some damage.
I don't love that you say the statue will take some damage, not the statue will take that damage.
Yeah, that's fair. You only take 7. Low
Yeah, that's
roll.
kind of a low roll.
Whoa. Okay.
So I think then instead of at that point I had moved 10 feet, so then I can move. Yeah, I'll move. Yeah, I'll move to here instead.
Okay. And still dodge.
Yeah, still dodge.
Brandonius the Pebble's
Wait,
turn.
does that help with the save I would make?
Against the pot that exploded just a minute ago? No. Against the one-eyed statue, it will.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to have you add 3 to it if you use dodge when it hits you with a laser beam. But it's Brandonius' turn currently.
Angus, why are you standing behind an explosive barrel that's not next to the bad guy?
I don't have a good answer for you.
I'm trying to understand what the strategy is here.
I don't know if Angus has heard of the word strategy.
Minimizing suffering.
By just getting it all over at once, or
Yeah. If you're gonna kill me quick.
because if he shoots a laser at you, it's just gonna kill you anyways with the explosion. So dodging.
Oh shit!
What?
That's a really good point.
So all right, well,
All right, well, we're
I'm
about to see
understanding the
what's
mechanics of how this
happening.
guy works now. He shoots at the guy that's closest. So Hilder, you're gonna get blowed up on your next turn. To fix that, I'm going to run over here, pick up this barrel that's next to Hilder.
Okay. The top one or the one down here? Because this one is still there.
The top one.
Okay.
And I'm going to just free action drop it on the actually I'm gonna move one. Free action drop it to can I just drop it in the space next to me, or do I have to drop it in the space I'm on?
You can you drop it into what, this space here?
I was gonna go to this one, but
This
yes.
one? Yeah, you pick it up and you're gonna have to move. So that's 5 foot, so
1, 2,
D10.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
there's some
I
movement
started here.
involved.
I've gone 1, 2, 3. I picked it up, and then I'm stepping to here. I want to drop it into this space.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's-
That's 25 feet of movement, and you've dropped it. Are you dropping it, or are you setting it?
I am dropping it.
And successfully, you drop it.
And then with my final 5 feet of movement, I am going to go to here.
Okay, sounds good. That is
The
Brandonius' turn.
problem.
This is about to go poorly.
The one-eyed statue is firmly fixated on Hilder, who is the closest target. And it is going to try to attack you twice, Hilder. So I need you to make me 2 finesse checks. And you are directly in a line with that one. So the one behind in the back corner of the room is also going to explode, aimlessly harming nobody.
Oh no.
Okay, you will fail twice. I'm going to roll a lot of damage against you. Hilder, please take
Don't you still have a reroll left?
I will take. You can reroll after the fact if you'd like, but you will by default take 43 damage.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Okay, that's its whole turn. It has done its job. It's firmly fixated on Hilder and nobody else. Angus, it is your turn.
Okay. The only big pain point here is that I don't have the thing that lets me bump my fate-bound weapon up to 10 foot of range.
Yeah.
So I really wish I did.
Oh. Didn't want you wish.
Alright, so I'm going to move here and drop my barrel there.
Okay, dropping your barrel right here.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. You do that.
And then that was 10 feet. I'm just gonna...
It's 20 feet. 20 feet of movement because you're carrying the barrel the whole time.
You're right. Dang it, how do I... If I'm here, will I be in line with this one?
I don't believe so, but let me confirm. You are also out of range of it. No, you wouldn't be. You'd be right outside
Okay,
of range.
I'll end my turn there and dodge. Just
Okay.
in case.
Hilder, your turn.
My
Okay.
goal is to build a small wall surrounding this thing with barrels.
That is also my
Oh.
plan.
I am going to attack this thing, move next to Angus, and give us both temp HP.
Great. Sounds good. That will miss.
Or maybe not attack this thing.
I think I
Alright.
don't. Well,
And then I'm going to use a call point to give us temp HP. Yeah. Hold on. I didn't write down if X is proficiency or proficiency divided by 2.
It's proficiency divided by 2.
round up.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it is.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Cool.
Appreciate
It's something.
it.
You both get 4 HP. That goes to Hilder, and then we go to KK Quilla.
Hey. So, I am going to take a move action to go over here. And then I'm going to use a 2-armed action to pick up the barrel. And then... Yeah, okay. So then I can move here, barrel there. And since I'm dropping it, hope I'm lucky.
Okay.
And I am. So it's dropped
are?
right in front of me. And then I can step 5 feet backwards.
Great. Brandonius, they are far too heavy to throw.
What about roll? I just lay it on its side and kick it.
They're amphoras, so they would roll in an arc. If you kick it, it probably will explode, given how fragile they've all been. But it is your turn.
Great. I pick it up.
Okay.
And I move to here.
Okay.
And that's my 5. That's a 5 foot adjust.
You can't 5 foot adjust while you're carrying the barrel.
I see.
Because it's
unless you have a
double
10
movement.
foot adjust like the special blade
Yeah.
dancer.
Yeah. So that's a full 10 feet of movement there.
Great. Well, I guess we're just
You
gonna
could,
kamikaze.
if only we had switched to a 2.5 foot grid,
Brandonius, do you stay there?
2.5 foot adjust there.
I am not staying there at the moment.
Okay.
I did
Just
finish.
checking because you're within 5 feet of 3 barrels.
Yeah. Well, I had to make sure when I dropped it, I didn't just set all of them off.
Right. Oh yeah, fair. Yes. That'd be funny. Bad for you, but funny.
And then I will continue my movement action back to here and take a dodge.
Okay, sounds good. One-eyed statue's turn. It is you are all equidistant from it, and so I'm going to roll 2d4. I'm going to go counterclockwise, beginning with Angus.
Okay.
2 and 4, so it's going to target Hilda and KK Quilla. I need both of you to make me a finesse check.
Hey.
KK Quilla, you get +3 as a result of your dodge.
Oh, I didn't dodge. That was from last turn.
Okay, good to know. Thank you for your
No,
honesty.
but I did have the action to dodge, so I did dodge. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So I do get the
Oh,
+3.
rerolling didn't even save me.
Okay, I'm sorry, Hilda. I'm almost, or Hilder. I'm almost positive you will be downed by this, but I will roll it. Yeah, you will take 18 damage, Hilder, and be downed. Kikikquilla, nothing happens to you because when it fires the laser beam at you, it terminates at the barrel. It does not go through the barrel, and both of these barrels explode. Please roll. I'm just gonna have you do this. Roll me 18d10, please. Kikikquilla.
I think I'm figuring out how we're supposed to beat this fight.
Yep. No, we're there.
I had a feeling
no.
it was how we were supposed to do it, but I had already
on my screen. So then it my computer lagged for a second.
Yeah, that's the problem. You deal 108 damage to it.
I had a feeling this is how we were supposed to be doing it, but I had already committed to my run up and whack it with a hammer strategy.
It was good. I mean, it takes some, it takes some exploration to discover the strategy for sure. So,
I mean,
I think that
it's
was
kind
part
of-
of growth. Hilder, you were doing the wound system, if you'll recall. So you aren't down.
Yes.
You need to roll me. Well, we'll get to it on your turn. It is Angus's turn now.
I can pick up this barrel, drop it here, and then end up in line with or no, I don't want to end up in line. I can end up here.
You're going to drop this barrel where?
Here.
Okay, cool. And then
And then I can end my turn there, and I'll dodge. Wait, no,
dodge won't help you with the barrels.
I'll end up back where I started.
Okay.
Then dodge.
Sounds good. Just as a note, if it tries to attack you, it'll glance at that one, so I will take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was gambling on.
Yeah. So Hilder, roll me 2d6.
I do have a question. I forgot we were doing the new dying system, and I took the thing that gives me extra dying dice.
Extra dying dice.
Yeah, long lasting. Is there a way that translate here?
Fit into this yet?
Yeah,
no, but what I will let you
thought we
do
were
is
doing
just
that.
you are welcome to simply replace it now, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will when I have a moment.
Cool.
So,
No problem.
okay.
Roll me a d6, 2d6 to pick the arms you are going to get wounded. You can choose between your left arm or your focus.
I'll take my left arm because I still have a right arm.
Okay. Great. And then
That means
you,
no
that does mean
barrels
moving the
then.
barrels will be, yeah.
I already
Those are two
wasn't
actions. Cool.
What do you use focus for?
giving people HP and things.
That's
Does that require
mind.
focus or mind?
Mind and
It's not.
focus.
Sorry, two people were talking at West. What?
That's a mind action. Focus is the long-lasting, like focusing on an ability. It's a different limb.
Oh, I'll totally take minds then. Or focus.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good. Okay, you do get one level of enduring exhaustion, if you'll recall. So you are down 1 AP, so down to 2 AP, but then it is your turn. If you take another one, you will instantly die, just as a reminder.
Yeah. So I am going to Okay, I am just gonna go stand behind Angus and give him things like temp HP and boosts on rolls because that's the most helpful I can be right now.
Sounds great. Okay, so you
And I
move.
will prep a dodge in case this thing shoots lasers at us.
Okay, sounds good. Are you 5 foot adjusting to do that? 'Cause if you're, just as a note, you are in line for its attack if it attacks Angus.
But if it attacks
I
me,
will.
Well,
I will
it would,
then properly
but now,
move. So
yeah, cool. Okay, just
I'll
as
use
a
an
note,
actual move action, and now I'm out of the way.
Great. Yeah. So, real quick, Angus, because Hilder's behind you, the optimal thing for it to do is to target both of you, which shifts the ray slightly to the left and away from the pot. That's part of why I was mentioning that.
Disgusting.
So, now that does not happen. Hilder goes, and then we go to KK Quilla.
Okay, so
KK Quilla, if you want to run over here and grab one of these barrels, like if you run to here and pick it up, then on your next turn you can drop it without the random chance of exploding and use it as a shield. Meanwhile, I'm the most likely to be targeted, and that will cause it much pain and sadness.
Yeah, also I'll can I swing around where the barrel is relative to me but still be carrying it?
What?
Can I pick up the barrel and hold the barrel in front of me? So I'm behind.
Yes, yeah, you can.
Okay. Um.
Absolutely. You'll start carrying the barrel, but yeah.
Yeah. I still will be. I just. That's better than me getting hit by the laser beam and the barrel being blown up. Is just the barrel blowing up.
Yeah, sure, I hear you.
So I'll move. I'll take an action to move. Go to here. So that's 1, 2, 3. Then I'll grab this barrel, in front
Up
of
one?
me, and then yeah, and I'll move one. I can move
I think one more because you said
one
that was
more.
20
Yeah,
feet.
so I'll move to here, and then I'll dodge, and I'm holding it. Yeah, right there, kind of in between
Cool.
me and
Sounds good.
the statue.
Okay. Then Brandoni is the pebble.
Sigh. Well, unfortunately, I can't get any closer to it than Kikakquilla is. So
Oh wait, yeah, that's actually a poor move of me. Can I back up?
You could back up, but you can't back up onto the brazier, so you'd have to be backing up.
My point is, I wouldn't move forward when I move forward. Basically, so I'd pick it up, but be
pick it
holding
up but do nothing else.
right.
Just put it here. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And
gonna walk over and grab this one, and
Okay.
then stand right here with it.
okay,
And
putting it in
wink
front of you.
at the statue. Can I not just hold it?
You can, but
Oh.
you have to. It's big enough that you have to tell me which square you're holding.
It'll be on this side. It'll be on a
Okay.
side that's not between me and the thing,
Got
for
it.
obvious
Cool.
reasons.
Yep. Cool. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Okay. That's Brandonius' turn. We go to the one-eyed statue. The one-eyed statue is equidistant from. So from Brandonius, Angus, but not Kikakquilla. So the only two targets are Brandonius and Angus. I'm gonna roll the 2d2.
I mean, it's gonna do both, right? Because it can attack twice.
Yep, you're right. So it's going to attack each of you, and both times it's just going to blow up the barrels. And so every barrel is going to get blown up, but I need both of you to roll me 18d10.
Aw.
Minimum damage. Better damage.
18.
Okay, cool.
That'd be so terrible to just be like, I rolled 18? The fuck?
Yeah.
I just would quit. You just hear the boop noise as I left the
I
Discord.
think I'd be reasonable. I think it'd be time for like a 5-minute break for your sanity.
Be like, I don't know what to do with this other than
That's
I'm just
not like
leaving.
that's not an impossible roll, but that would be the worst luck I think I've ever seen in a D&D game, right?
It'd be 10 to the 18th chance that happened.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically impossible. Okay, great. So that's it. It basically it's almost destroyed itself. It doesn't have a lot of health yet. Angus, it's your turn. It also there's no shield between it and you guys now.
Yeah, that's what I've realized.
Well,
Yep.
just stand further away from it than me for the most part, because me and Kikakquilla have barrels in hand that we can just walk up and put in the way. We can start a cycle. You guys go get barrels, and then we will walk forward with our barrels.
I'm gonna
Wax on, wax off.
jog over in this direction. I'll pick up this barrel to my right.
Yeah, and then you can just stand there.
And yeah, I'll just gonna stand there.
Okay, sounds good. Hilder, your turn.
All right. I am going to. Which square is the barrel occupying?
The one next to you. The
Yeah.
one immediately your right.
Okay. I will then continue to stand here. And
Okay.
I will.
Just gonna fill all these in.
I'll prep a dodge, and I will also prep a move action if the laser gets pointed at Angus, that I will move to my left.
Got it. Okay, sounds good. Kikakquilla's turn then.
Okay. So, So I got this handy barrel. So I'm going to.
You guys, I have screwed something up. It was not 18d10. It was 27d10. I need both of you to roll me an additional 9d10.
What?
The time I had to roll 18d10.
Dang it, I've thought about this.
You did. Yes, you're right. You did roll 18d10, and it was supposed
Was
to be,
that-
and I screwed up. You had 2 barrels in front of you, and that's why I had that. And then for both of them, it was 3 barrels, and I accidentally had to
okay.
put a 7 on. So Angus gets another 44, and an additional 37 from Brandonius. It has barely any HP left, but it is still up.
Soon.
Oh man, okay. Oh, okay.
I think
Go
you
hit it
guys
with the
have
hammer.
to,
Hilder, you got this. Hammer time.
Yeah.
Finish it with your original strat.
Yeah, Hilder, if you'd like to take back your turn with the knowledge that its health is that low, you are welcome to. But just note that if you do miss it, then you will be within 5 feet of it, because you only have
I have
2
2
AP.
arms.
You have 2 arms. That's
Oh,
true.
but I can only move.
You can only move and attack once because you have 2 AP.
Can I throw my hammer at it?
Yeah, you can. It's actually
What would the roll be for that?
you'd roll it's not a proficient attack, so just a d20 plus your finesse. That hits. Roll me damage on the hammer, but don't add anything, just the base damage die. Okay. It's that actually kills it. It had 5 health.
Does it? Oh my
yeah.
god. Okay. This is the best conclusion to this battle that could have ever happened, is me throwing a hammer and hitting.
The
I want it to
tiny,
be the lightest dink
just
noise
like the
that you hear,
tiniest
and
little
then just
dink on the back. And then
Yeah,
the whole thing
yeah.
just cracks and crumbles in on itself with a little dink. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Well, with that, you guys can take a rest.
Woo!
If you would like. I mean, if you want to keep going, you're welcome to.
Please,
you know what?
can we take a rest?
I feel
just
really good about 3 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to go around with no focus and no health.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I bet. So let's see. I'm checking the variant rules here real quick on the wounding. Yeah, you remove 1 wound each quick rest, so you can get rid of that wound on a quick rest.
Cool.
Oh,
So
boy.
my back up to 3 AP.
You're back up to 3 AP, and you guys can use your HP healing on your rest as well.
I have to use every single HP pool I have to get back to full health.
Bet.
So do
There you
I.
go.
Pain. Pain.
Well, okay, I can get up to 55, or I can overshoot it. What do you guys think?
I mean,
I
I have
would
4
overshoot.
spares.
Okay. I guess
You
I'll
guys
just
will have
overshoot.
1 more quick rest later. if you'd
Yeah,
like
that's
to take
why
that.
I'm kind of hesitant.
I would spend the extra because, like, there's people that didn't get as badly hurt.
Okay.
Like, I only have to spend 3 pools and I have 6 pools. So, like, I'm like quite set right now.
Yeah, I just hoard resources in games, so
I know
it's a
you
problem.
do.
Cool. Okay. A bunch of barrels in here. They're very heavy. There's 1 brazier that still isn't lit. You guys want to light that while you're resting?
Yes, please.
Okay. Sounds good. So you light that while you're here, and you guys find yourselves, like I said, on this tower. There is, it's hard to see here because the dynamic lighting layer is a little off, but there is another path out here that takes you off onto a landing and onto the little climbing area around the outside edge of the tower to go further up still.
Okay.
I'm gonna go that way, except I got my token stuck.
Yeah, again, it's a bit of an issue. I'll move you guys out if you're okay with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. And I'm going to assume you guys are climbing along the side of this tower here. So, Brandonius, you just moved yourself into space. I'm assuming you guys are climbing along the side of the tower. Let me just tell you real quick. You guys are 40 feet off the ground, which means it's going to be, and I've changed the damage from falling after something Anthony did in one of our last games. and it's large. The fall damage is worse now. So just as a note, it is now 16d6 if you fall to the ground from this height.
Well,
Not that that's relevant.
That's almost survivable.
Just want to let you know. As you guys go up, oh, it is. I should raise it again. Just kidding. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, unless the number of dice is greater than my total HP, it's survivable.
Yeah. Hilder, you see a small little ledge up here and also a brazier here in particular.
I'm gonna light the brazier.
Okay. Everybody, why don't we take a 5-minute break as Hilder lights the brazier and come right back. I'm going to get a drink. Folks can use the bathroom and we'll be right back. Sound good?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. All right. I got 2 people. Am I missing I got a Brandonius. Am I missing? Or do I have a Matt?
I'm walking back over.
Great. Okay. So I'd like everybody to roll me a perception. Perception sight is the most useful, but you'll get something for hearing as well.
I have
Me being unable to perceive things.
Being unable to perceive things will not help you in this, but you do have my heart and soul. Because I too think, why have perception when the rest of your allies have it?
I'm
You
just
know?
like,
So-
look at all these other much more interesting skills, and then they're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, do you want to look at what's going on?" I'm like,
I just feel like
Rat.
that's why I'm trying to more often just give you everything that's regularly visible. So you'll all see a lot of stuff here. I'm really just trying to get the catching of special stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work on that as a skill, but yeah.
I have sight and hearing. Should I roll both?
You got to pick one, but I'll take either one.
Yeah, well, I already rolled sight.
Okay. Would you like to change to hearing and tell me what the difference is? If not, you are welcome to keep sight.
I think I would because we have other people who have sight.
Cool. Okay. What's your hearing modifier then? How would it differ?
Well, it was just 3 less, but I guess I cost myself something
I'll take
there.
the 22.
All right, I'll take that. Appreciate it.
Okay. So as you guys are rounding out the outside of this tower, a couple of things you're going to notice. As you first climb out here, the view to your north is wide open because the tower that was once here has collapsed westward, partially into that chasm and partially blocking the exit of the canals. All of you can see that. And you can see to the northwest of you this broad sprawl of city space, glinting occasionally with these little statues, but mostly this crumbling ruin. To the direct north of you, you guys see a large sandstone ziggurat that is completely festooned with a great one itself. Its tentacles are wrapped all the way around it. They're eating into it, and they only leave what looks like the rooftop open, which you can barely see. You can't see into the hole, but you can see that there is a hole on the roof, and you also see the glowing orb of the Great One anchor there on top of that roof as well. The final thing you see is on the sides of the ziggurat, you can see partially visible in the cracks between the Great One. I'm going to say Hilder. You can catch that the sun is emblazoned on the side, like a sigil of the sun is emblazoned on that ziggurat.
Hey, look, it's Greckle.
You see the dark tower to your northeast over here, partially blocking that view of the ziggurat. And then in front and at the base of the ziggurat itself, you also see this large garden. From your view angle, you can't quite see into the garden, but you think if you were just a little bit higher up, you probably could. And then the last thing that I'll say, since Hilder caught the most sensitive thing sight-wise, I will tell Brandonius, as you're looking off into the city, your view is slightly distracted by the glittering of water in the canals. The canals are full of water.
Okay.
Okay, so I took swimming as a joke, but
The canals are full of water.
See, what you
Angus,
really needed was diving.
you are distracted by the sound of the screeching bats, like the little like ping of echolocation that they do, but it sounds louder and more aggressive than you would imagine. And you would notice that before Hilder lights the brazier. I don't know if you want to do anything about that. Just noting it.
From a metagame perspective, are these the bats we hid from before?
You don't know. You haven't seen him yet. You've only heard him.
Probably.
Okay.
All right. Can we? How far from the top are we now?
One floor. You're about halfway up it too. The next floor is the final floor. So only about 30 feet above you is the total rooftop. But you're winding about halfway up the side from your previous floor to the next floor, which is an additional 20 feet up.
Can you re-describe the garden for me?
Yeah. The garden you can't see from where you are into it, but you do see at the base of the ziggurat itself, the ziggurat of the sun, you see the rotting treetops of like dead trees in the garden. And with a 33, Hilder would also be able to make out the top, like the head of what looks like a golden statue in that garden as well. You think you would be able to see more if you could get up another floor. Hilder, do you like the brazier?
Yeah.
Okay. As you light the brazier, the screeching sound of the bats increases to a cacophony as the bats themselves come screeching
Can
out.
I hit Control Z?
No,
Can I
you
put
do
the
not.
brazier out?
You'd like to try? The brazier is sort of like, I mean, it's like you'd light the brazier, but it's like a huge, like, like
It's a
3
big
foot wide
foom.
thing. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
like
then I'm
that.
not going to try and
So,
put that out. I'm going to burn myself.
yeah, you would probably. So bats come screeching out. At the meta level, you've seen these bats before. In game, you have not. They come screeching out from beneath you under the pedestal, frightened by the light, whirl around and spot you and clock you, and will immediately screech and start swinging down at you. So I would like your initiatives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Initiative is plus courage or plus finesse, right?
Either one, whichever one you'd prefer.
Yes, got it. Making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Okay, and then
Ooh.
Brandonius, I'm still missing yours.
Oh, sorry. You need a what type of roll?
Initiative.
Good stuff.
Great. What turn order would you guys like to go in general?
Can I re-roll that with my one of my finesse points?
Yeah, you totally can.
Oh.
I would like to go towards the beginning since my whole thing is I have to run at people now.
Sure. Yeah.
I will go whenever because I can shoot them.
So I can go second or third then.
Okay. You guys have rolled not the highest, so they're going to choose to go first. So one of them will go, and then okay. So they're going to go first, and then you guys. Which order did you guys pick? Sorry. Hilder's going towards the end.
Towards the beginning.
Towards the beginning.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd also like to go towards the beginning for similar reasons, because I
Yeah,
also
so I think-
want to try and get in between people. And
So is it Hilder, KK Quilla, Angus, Brandonius?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
So then I'm going to put one set of Razor Bats before, and then there's such a glitchy turn tracker in this app. I feel like. Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to drag it all the way up so I can just see everything. And then, okay, so then KK Quilla goes after that, and then oh wait, this isn't accurate at all. The turn order goes off of, yeah, so You guys have an 8 and a 9, so then they would go 8 and a 9. So you get Hilder, KK Quilla. Okay, so this is how it goes. So one Razorbat goes, and then Hilder, then Razorbats, then KK Quilla, Razorbats, and Angus, then Brandonius, then the other 3 Razorbats. That's how it's going to go. These Razorbats are going to fly up to here. And then yeah, they're going to try to slash through both Angus and Hilder. Angus and Hilder, they're going to try to make an attack against both of you. What is your PD for both of you?
My PD is
Oh, hold on.
my PD is 18.
Okay, misses you.
Hold on. Mine is 13.
Okay, misses you too. So misses both of you and ends up between you and Brandonius, totally surrounded. Not an ideal place for it. That's where it goes. We either go to Hilder.
Get got.
Yep. So yeah, Hilder's turn.
Okay. So okay, so there's this one bat here, so I'm just gonna whack that guy.
Cool. Sounds good. I moved the mat under you guys in an attempt to align the grid a little better where you are. Okay, you whack it successfully. You deal 3 damage to it.
Okay, now I'm gonna whack it with my shield.
Okay. That will hit. Okay. Cool.
How did I deal more damage with my shield than a hammer?
It happens. Trust me.
It does happen.
I'm gonna prep a dodge.
Okay, sounds good. Razobats again. Oh, that's not dodge. That's dodge. Okay.
Wait, I have a
Razorbats-
question.
Yeah.
Wait, never mind. I realize I can just look at the rulebook for it.
This bat is gonna 5, 15, 20, 25 come up to here, and then try to slash through just Angus. Angus, if you could make me that check. Or I'm sorry, it's gonna roll against you. You don't make a check at all. It misses again.
Cool.
And ends up right here. And then it's KK Quilla's turn. You cannot move through an allied square. You can step up around the edge here. That will be you'll be right on the edge, teetering. So I'd like an acrobatics check from you if you do.
Yeah, I mean, I do have acrobatics, but I lack finesse. So
Yeah, sure. I'll tell you that check DC's 10 to avoid falling.
okay, yeah, I think let's go for it. So I can.
Maniacal cackling really reflects the way I felt too.
So where can I go? I'm trying to figure out how I actually get to that spot.
Be
I'm
5,
just gonna sneak around like
10,
that.
15. So 15 feet
Yeah.
to get there.
So I'll do that, and then I'll do 1d20 plus 3. What could go wrong? That could go wrong.
That could go wrong.
could
Yeah, that's a
go
6. Do you want to re-roll that with the trait pool?
I don't have finesse.
Great. Angus, would you like to use your reaction to try to grab KK Quilla?
Yeah.
I believe I have rolls for this. Let me check.
Wait,
Yeah, because I'm also carrying the scroll, by the way.
Yep.
So if I fall off, no more writing.
Can I use courageous command on that, or is it because it's not a hit? Does that not work?
It's not a to hit. It's a try to avoid. It's to not fall off.
Okay, I can't help you.
Yep. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, so you can try to grab. I need a finesse check from Angus if you want to try to grab Maya, or excuse me, grab KK Quilla. That is not enough. KK Quilla, you are on your turn. I'm just checking here. You can attempt to grab the ledge. That is the last thing you could try. I need you to expense an AP, and a two-handed action.
Yeah, I'll do that. I don't wanna.
Yeah, I'm just gonna note you have to make it 20 or higher. You made it! Exactly
Hey,
20.
Let's go.
So you grab onto the ledge with a two-handed action. You can pull yourself back up with a 5 feet of movement, so you can still get here in 20 feet.
Yeah.
But maybe
So,
don't try that again.
Yeah. I mean, statistically, I was going to succeed.
Yeah, statistically, and yet.
I still succeeded in my goal. I still got to where I wanted to be. I'm going to take
Did-
a dodge action.
Okay, you've moved, you've two-armed to get here, and you've dodged. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Great. Razorbat. Number 3. Razorbat number 3 is going to come over here and try to slice through. Actually, I don't think it can. I think that's too much movement. So that's its whole turn. Angus, it's your turn. You are surrounded. Fun fact.
I am surrounded. I'm gonna try to bonk the ever-living hell out of the guy to my north.
Okay, sounds
Let
good.
me double
Roll the bonk.
check the optimal boost usage here. All right, so step 1, I roll if I roll to see if I'm going to hit, which is just a d20 plus power, plus just plus power and proficiency.
To do what? Sorry.
Just to hit. It's
Plus power plus proficiency.
Yeah.
That's
a crit. Sick.
They are technically rendable, though they don't have a lot of health, so I don't know how worth it that is.
I was just gonna try to nuke. So I get the damage dice bonus. I also get.
Oh, you're cheese fate bound. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm a cheese bound.
Cheese bound.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, I guess I can't double up on crit effects if my normal attack and my last chance attack both crit. Okay. So we'll just take the max damage with boosted damage that becomes. Oh boy. A d10 plus 6. So that's 16 damage.
Cool.
And then I'm going to do the same thing over again. I'm going to try again. Holy! All right. Repeat.
Yeah, great. Beautiful.
That's a turn.
Okay, yeah, good turn. Good talk. Glad we had it. Brandonius, your turn. There's one right in front of you. It is surrounded.
Yeah, but I don't have anything to hit it. So instead, I will
Right.
shoot this one.
Okay. Yep. Cool. Great.
And I will use a headshot on it.
Okay. That hits for sure.
It needs to make 2 finesse checks against DC 15 fatigue.
DC 15 fatigue. Okay. 2 finesse checks. It fails twice, and it is great. So a couple things are going to happen here. It only has 2 AP, so it drops unconscious at this. It is going to fall, and I'm going to say it falls right onto the edge of the ledge here, but it is fully unconscious and prone and
Great.
eminently pushable.
Eminently pushable, kickable, if you will.
Yeah, kickable,
and then with
if you
my
will.
final action, because that was just one action actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will shoot one of these that's over in the chasm.
Mm-hmm. Great.
But
that will miss. R.I.P. Okay, great. Well, these guys are all going to come swooping in to maneuver themselves to attack on future turns and to surround you guys, but otherwise not be able to do anything. And then Razorbat number 1 is the surrounded bat. This bat does not like being where it is. It is going to slice through Brandonius and try to end up out here. Brandonius,
buddy.
It can avoid that pretty handily.
Hmm.
But it will hit you for 10 damage as it slices through you. And that is its whole turn. It is now Hilder's turn.
All right. I am going to attack the bat that is directly to my right, which I realize now I don't have to specify because I can only attack one thing.
Yep. That hits easily. Okay.
I think this hammer is cursed.
It does seem to be. You've only rolled one with it, I think. But you did kill the statue with it, so how cursed could it be?
I did actually know. I used all of my luck getting the
Thank you.
statue with it.
Yeah, it was only 5 damage too. That hits
This
again.
is for the shield.
Okay. Great. Okay. 6 damage.
And then I'm going to prep a dodge again because these things scare me.
Okay. Sounds good. This guy is going to try to swoop through both you and Angus and come out over here. I need both. Nope, I don't need both of you to do anything. It's going to roll 3 attacks against you. I keep almost saying that. Feels very finessey, but it is an attack. Okay, Hildur, what's your physical defense is 18, right?
Yep.
So it misses you, and then it critically hits Angus. So Angus, you are going to take 10 damage.
Cool.
Okay. And then it's KK Quilla's turn.
Okay.
There is one that's sleeping and unconscious right next to you that you could just use.
Yeah, what if I use a little kick? Good old kick.
Yeah, you could just kick it. It auto fails if you kick it. It's unconscious, so
Hey.
it's just gonna roll off. If you could go ahead and roll me, how much is that? That is 60. It is your 1, 2. So you're 50 feet. So 25 d6 damage, please. It has 9 health.
Well,
Yeah, it's dead. Great.
oh, that's enough.
Yeah, that was a leg action. You got 2 more AP.
Okay. Well, step 1, swing my shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and hit the one that's what I'd say is like my north, my up.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he critically hit.
Hey.
Yeah. So that's I'll just max damage. So that would be 6 plus 2, 8 damage.
8 damage. Great.
And then I'll swing with my spear now.
Okay.
Which, yeah, my spear is, because I successfully hit with my shield, now I get +1 for my to hit and damage, so
Wow, you guys.
Hey.
What is happening? What is that
So,
damage wise?
Finally come
that
around.
would be 10 damage.
Okay.
1d8 plus 2.
Awesome. Okay, that's 3 AP, so we go to Angus.
Well, I'm gonna try to do the same thing to the guy to my northeast.
Okay, sounds good. You hit.
Oh, only a 17. All right.
Yeah, no nat 20s this time.
D10 plus. Let me pull it back up. D10 plus 5 plus. Oops. All right, just plus 5. Oh, hold on. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll take
Max
that.
damage. Yep.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and go again, and it's a 19, so it's a crit.
Okay. Is that 16 again?
Yep, 16 again.
You guys are erratic. You guys have crit so many. That's the 5th time.
I believe so.
I think it's the 5th time in a round. Well, for you, it's the 3rd, and then Maya did 2 in a row. It's crazy, you guys.
Yeah, that is.
I screwed up. That both of these last 2 should have gone from 1d10 to 2d6. So add 2 damage to
each of those.
The most.
Okay. Oh wait, nope, that kills it.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Great. Okay. Well, I think that's your whole turn.
Yep.
So we're gonna go to Brandonius the Pebble now.
Great. I disengage and take a 5-foot boost. I take a mind act or a focus action to create
Yeah.
a rectangle of pain,
Bet.
a rhombus of subjugation,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then I will shoot this one and hope that I fatigue it into the abyss.
This one. Okay.
The one
over
that's
the
most
abyss.
out over the edge.
Yeah. Bet. Okay.
Mm.
That will miss. But the rhombus of the abyss will
Did-
trigger on the first one here, so it'll immediately get triggered by the rhombus of the abyss.
Great. It takes 2d6 of damage by existing.
It's pain to live. Okay, it's going to swoop through you and Hilder, so I'm going to try to attack both of you.
I have a dodge.
You do. You might want to use that. It would by default hit you. Brandonius, what's your PD?
Crash.
Okay, is it better than 10?
It is by default, basically.
Great, well then it still misses. But it might hit Hilder. It rolled much better against Hilder.
What it
So,
you want PD?
yeah, so your PD's 18, it would hit you. You can use a dodge to
Okay.
roll a d6 and subtract it.
Yes, because I have it.
Yeah, so if you'd like, yep. It
Maybe.
will still unfortunately hit. And so it will deal 4 damage to you, so not a lot. Ending its turn here, and that is its turn. Next Razorbat will then start its turn inside of the pain. And it's going to try to swoop on Brandonius and Hilder.
Don't you love when you start your turn in the pain?
But it does start its turn in the pain. Okay, it takes 6 damage, and then it will once again miss Brandonius and hit Hilder. So it will deal 8 damage.
I don't
to you,
like
Hilder.
this.
I'm sorry.
I like the idea, like, that I'm just, like, weaving, bobbing back and forth out of the way, and every time I move, Hilder's like, "What are you dodging? Oh my god!"
Yeah. The next one is not going to go after Brandonius and Hilder, but it will start in the pain and then fly through KK Quilla. So it's going to try to hit KK Quilla. And KK Quilla, what's your PD?
My PD is actually quite good. Well, I am surrounded right now, so I actually get a -6.
We don't count this rounded because it's flying through you from the bottom, but when it does its attack, so
My
it's only
PD is
after.
19 then.
Then it misses. Okay, so they all end up there. That's their turn, and then we go to Hilder.
All right. I'd like to hit the Razorbat, please. If the dice will let me.
The one to your right or the one to your top left?
The one to my right.
Okay. Cool. That will hit. Okay. It's Cursed Hammer.
It literally. I've never rolled anything other than a nat 1, except
That's
for
cool.
when I hit the statue.
Except for the statue, yeah.
Is that good enough?
Hammer will also hit. Yep.
Woo! That was the shield.
Or the shield will also hit, yeah.
That'll hit.
Yeah, it will. Okay.
I'm gonna dodge. Actually, no, I'm not gonna dodge. I'm gonna give us all temp HP because everyone's within 15 feet of me.
Cool. Yeah. 2d4. Everybody gets 5 HP. And then it's this Razorbat's turn, and this Razorbat is going to try to fly through. This one will go through Angus and Hilder and come out over here. And it will definitely miss Hilder. Angus, what's your PD?
13.
13, so that will hit you. You're also surrounded. Oh, Hilda's surrounded too. No, it still misses Hilda. Hilda.
Okay, good, because I didn't
but
dodge
Angus,
this.
Yeah, you're good. But Angus, take 4 damage.
Sweet, let's level temp HP.
And then it's KK Quilla's turn.
Let's go.
Yeah, I did get the temp HP, right?
You do.
Okay.
You all do. So I think
Yeah,
Brandonius.
'Cause
Did you
this
mark
is a
it?
rather dense combat.
Mhm.
Indeed.
Okay. Well,
'Cause you're all on the single tiny little like patio here
yeah.
over a
Yeah.
50-foot drop.
I am going to.
I'm just imagining like a high dive board.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the bat above me. Well, I'm going to attempt to hit it with my shield.
North Bat. Let's see. Dice say yes. You hit North Bat.
Thank you, dice.
4 damage to North Bat. Okay.
Okay. Now I'm going to attack. Oh, I should have attacked South Bat. I'll attack South Bat now.
South Bat hits.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
Don't you love my incredibly tactical build? That works around people moving in response to people moving around me. Oh wait, we're all just clustered together. I guess I just hit things.
It's not an optimal build for this particular tower climb, is it? Angus,
No.
it is your go.
All right, let's see who I get to bonk this time. We'll go west.
You have options such as top bunk, middle bunk, and bottom bunk.
Yeah, I think we'll go west.
West
Because
bunk.
things have to move into my range, and things are just moving around in my range.
Yep.
Does
Angus,
a
that will miss.
10 All right, well, try again.
14 will hit.
All right, that's going to be a D12 plus, or 2d6, sorry, because I finally remembered that this was a thing. Well,
Okay.
that one
Brandonius, your turn.
Okay. Well, I guess I will swoop this over to here. And then I will. None of these guys are hanging over the abyss at the moment, correct?
This one's pretty much, it's right on the edge. I'll I'll have you roll a D2 if you do it and see if it falls off or if it stays on the ledge.
Well, I'd get an attack. Well, I can just disengage. So yeah, I'll disengage, take a 5-foot step as a bonus action, and then try to shoot that one.
Okay, sounds good. That hits.
Great. It needs to make its checks, and it takes 5 damage.
Okay. It is gonna fail both times.
Great.
So it is gonna fall unconscious. Roll me a D2.
Do I want high or low?
You want high. If you roll high, it'll fall off the ledge.
No.
It stays on the ledge, but it is asleep,
Kick it.
unconscious.
Kick it.
Has 2 levels of fatigue and can be kicked off the ledge. It'll go before anybody else though. So it'll gain 1 back, which will put it back to flying. Razorbat's 1 here is going to fly through Angus and KK Quilla. Hitting KK Quilla, but missing Angus. KK Quilla, do you have dodge? I don't think so. I thought that
No,
was
I don't.
Okay, then yeah. So then in that case, you will take 6 damage as it flies through you. Angus, it's going to miss you. This Razorbat starts in the zone, so it's going to take 2d6 damage. And then it's going to try to fly through Hilder and Angus. Missing both of you. I rolled a nat 2 and a nat 4.
Nice.
But it does take 2d6 damage, Brandonius, for starting in the zone. And then there's the last one here, which all it is going to do is stutteringly wake up and flutter off of the platform. So it can no longer be pushed off to its death. Hilder, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna go for bottom right bomb. Right.
Bottom monk it is. Okay. That hits.
Hey, broke the curse.
Mm-hmm. That was 1 AP. That'll hit. Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna prep a dodge again.
Cool. Sounds good. Last Razorbat. This one also starts in the zone, so it will take 2d6 damage. Ooh, nice. Okay. Sound takes a lot of damage, and then it's gonna try. It's gonna try to fly up through Hilder and Angus again because you guys form such a good line. And it will miss Hilder and hit Angus.
Okay.
I think you should consider not standing in a line.
And take 6 damage to Angus. They don't do a ton of damage though, so it's kind of been okay. And then that's its whole turn. 6 damage to Angus, and then we go to KK Quilla.
So, I think I'll attack the northwest bat
The fatigued one.
with no,
This one.
no.
Oh, northwest. Northwest of you. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. I'm a navigation engineer.
I get that.
Sure you are.
Okay, that'll miss.
But what if I try again with my spear?
Yeah, that was still
They're
miss.
like, hey, what? You know, when you got two net 20s, well, if we just divide that by 10.
Yeah, right.
I'll dodge with my last action.
Okay. Cool. Angus, your go.
Bonk northwest. Actually, no, bonk north.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. That will miss. Yeah, that will hit.
That won't.
Also, you have, just as a note here, you have 2 soldiers standing next to you. Either one of them could add 2 to your first attack.
Yeah, I'll do that. I have 2 reactions. I
Oh.
should have really been doing that more.
Then Angus, your first attack will also hit. So.
All right, so it's a total of 23 damage to north.
Cool. Okay. Great. Then we go to Brandonius next.
All right. I will begin.
Brandonius, just as a note about your aura here, they are flying in lines, and so they're flying from one side to the other. So they may fly right back into it if they're not averse to it specifically.
Yeah, so I realized a little bit ago that we just had completely ignored the fact that they were moving in and out of the zone. But this is the first time that they're moving into it instead of within it.
Yes.
So, in a while. So, I will begin by... I've got 3 more of my points. So, I'll move my square one more time to grab these guys.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I will... This guy's like off the edge right now. Or are both of them off the edge? Or
the top one, this one, it'll get a 1d2. This one's just off the edge for sure.
all right, we'll go for that guy.
Yeah, roll it. That hits. I rolled 2 nat 20s.
Feels fake. Feels fake.
I did
feels
that, to be fair.
This bat immune, and so does Angus this turn. It's just a round of nat 20s.
And I will
Yeah.
dodge and take a 5-foot step.
Okay, great. Great. Well, this one's immune to fatigue. Got to your bat. Got to your bat, sees you and flies through you. I did not roll a nat 20. In fact, I missed you. But
Incredible. I didn't even have to dodge. It just
didn't
flies
have to dodge.
past me, and I'm like, what the
It
fuck?
just, yeah, it's all delirious. It didn't fall, but like it's just confused after getting hit.
Yank shit.
This bat starts in the zone, the pain zone.
The pain
Yeah,
zone.
delirium is a separate condition from fatigue. I want you to know.
Yeah, thank you. I apologize.
As it attempts to enter, I will use my reaction to not let it.
Oh, to try to pin it.
I will try to pin it.
Okay, great. So what is that?
It needs to make another finesse check.
What's your check DC?
For this one, it is 1 less, so it's 14.
Okay, well, it fails, so it takes 1 level of pin.
You fool.
With 1 level of pin, all it can do is lash out. So it's going to try to scratch at Angus. And it's not very good at lashing out. It will miss Angus. Okay. Next Razorbat is the one with fatigue. All it can do is try to weakly fly through Kikikquilla, which it will do.
I dodge though.
You don't have to because it missed.
Ah,
okay. We have a lot of soldiers in our group now. A lot of PD going around. Hilda, it is your turn.
Great. I'm gonna go for the bat that's like up left.
Up left bat, yeah. Cool. That will miss.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
That will hit. Let's get that shield damage. Cool. Okay. You have 1 more AP.
And then-
Would you like to dodge or?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Top bat starts in the zone and has 6 HP. So let's see if it gets a turn or if it just dies. Brandonius, if you could roll me 2d6. It dies. No turn. Do not pass go. Okay, Kikquilla, it is your turn.
okay. There's a bat to my left. I want to hit it.
There's a bat to your south, not to your left. The person to your left is Angus.
Oh, well, there's a bat overlaid with that on my screen for some reason.
Okay. It's supposed to be one to the left of that. Might consider refreshing your screen, but the one to the south of you is free.
Yeah, I'll hit the one to the south then.
Great.
I would rather not hit Angus.
I appreciate that.
I'm going to roll again with my spear now.
Great. That one will definitely hit.
Like, this is very feast or famine for me.
Yeah, it
Either I roll really well, I roll very poorly.
Okay. Cool. Then we go to Angus.
All right. Bonk to the left.
Okay. That hits left bat.
Yep.
For all of its HP. It's dead.
Can I? Oh, hold on. I can bonk to the bottom right.
Yep. That will hit.
No, that's
All
right.
Okay. Brandonius, your turn.
All right. Well,
No, wait, sorry. The 19 was a crit.
Oh, so how much is it? An additional.
It'll be 17.
Okay. Cool.
I gotta stop missing that.
No, you're good. I'll try to remember to. But yeah, Brandonius, it is your turn.
great. I will shoot this one.
Okay. 15 hits. Do I roll?
Yes. Anytime I hit.
I take 1 level of fatigue, but not 2.
And I will shoot this one.
Okay. Anytime you hit, so now again.
Yep.
Okay. I fail both times.
He falls into the abyss.
Yeah, he does. Just falls into the abyss. He's gone. Well, do you want to roll me 25d6 damage just to see if you get hit 34?
Yeah. I mean, I really hope I do because that means
Yeah, it's technically possible.
All right. There we go.
91 is more than 34 instead. Razorbats up here. Razorbats here.
I like the idea of like it is a swarm, so like I just shoot one immaculate shot that just manages to like ping pong off enough of them to knock them out, and then they just follow, I guess, the swarm down. They're like, well, I guess we're going down. Wham!
Yeah. Onwards.
Brandonius, your square aura goes away, right? Just checking because this thing's flying directly through Angus and comes out the other side. So, and I critically hit, so Angus take 10 damage.
Aw.
a final callback of this guy. And then we go to Hilder. It is your turn.
Okay. I can't get to anything right now. So I am going to do temp HP again and give Angus temp HP again.
Okay. Sounds good. Angus, you get 2 HP. And then Hilder, you still have 2
And
HP
I'm
left.
going
Is there
to
anything else you
I'm
can
gonna prep an action if the bat moves into my range
do? You'll attack it with shield or hammer.
with hammer.
Okay. Sounds good. KK Quilla, your turn.
So, I have to do this weird thing called the moving, it seems like.
Okay. Are you going to try to run around the edge again?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me an acrobatics check. You need to meet a 10. RIP. Would you like to try to roll me a finesse check to grab the ledge? And Angus, would you like to try to use your reaction to save them?
Yes. It's a
Finesse.
finesse check, right?
Wait, I
Yeah.
rolled the D10. I rolled 1 D10.
Okay, roll
that
a
wasn't a
D20. Because it's
D20.
supposed to be, you have to be, Maya has to meet a 20.
That would be my original check. That 14. Because I rolled the D10 both those times, because I was just. Yeah.
Oh, yep. Okay, I see what happened here. Yeah. All right. KK, you do in fact run around the ledge. Okay.
Yay! And
yeah.
then I'll hit it with my shield.
Okay. That will hit.
Yay! Wait, no, numbers. That's 2d6 plus 2, not 1d6. You can ignore the first. Okay.
Ignore the second.
Luckily,
I'll take
the
8.
6 was the first one.
Yep.
Yeah. Now I'm going to attack with my spear.
Great. Roll the hit.
Hey.
Hits. Roll damage. $9 damage. Okay. That is just enough to kill it.
Yay!
So you guys defeat the bats. Kikikula perilously standing on the ledge, 50 feet in the air, but otherwise you guys are set. This brazier is lit, and the path continues around the bottom south ledge here.
Well, we might as well keep going up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I allow Hilder to do so first because
Of light.
torch.
I will just note, there's no other surprises along this ledge here. If you want me to just move you to the top level, you
Sure.
are able to move
yeah.
Okay. Let me copy and delete you, and put you on level 5. Okay, everyone. You are gonna come out onto the ledge. So, you come out into a small chamber. I don't have dynamic lighting on this layer, in part because it's just the one small room, and also in part because there's no fight in here. There's nothing dangerous in here.
Inconceivable.
I know. The main thing that I will note, everybody is going to see a bunch of stuff as soon as I can scroll down to the part of the map. Okay, so first thing, there's a big statue here. It is a regal statue of somebody. If anybody has any history, or I would take it.
I have history, just like base history, but history
I'll take it.
nonetheless.
I'll take a base history check. Great. This is Germin, the first Sun King, and the hallowed demi-king, a king of lore from the city of Sin of Teko Aua. And he was this emblazoned king of a lord who was known to fight with this grand shield and pike. The Sun King is wielding an emblazoned spear, which does appear that it is mounted inside of one hand, as though you could take it out. It's a very large spear, so it'd be a pike, a two-handed pike, but it is a large spear that looks usable. In the other hand, looks blank, as though it should be. It's like poised as though it's holding a shield, but there's no shield in the arm. The statue is a large size or huge size statue, and so the shield that it would be holding would be huge, but it is not currently carrying a statue or a shield. However, there's a hole in the roof, and there's a thin ray of moonlight spilling down exactly where that shield would be mounted. Is where the light like pierces. And so it looks like there is a shield missing in the statue, as though the light was meant to do something, like reflect off of the shield, but it does not, because there's no shield here.
Hey, if only we had a polished bronze statue we could put there.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, hold on. We have the big stupid tower shield.
No, you have well, you do have a big stupid tower shield that you found. Yeah, you do. You want to try to put it in the thing?
Is it? I mean, like, it requires a shit ton of strength. How big? Like, how big
does.
is a tower?
Yeah.
I have 3 brawn.
You want to try to put it in? It won't take brawn to put it in. You can pick up the shield and use it. It's hard to use in like combat because it's so big, but it's not. It's a
right.
Tower shield. So you go to put the tower shield inside of the mounting for this shield. And there are 2 things you notice. So the first thing is that the mount holder there's like, it looks like it's meant like whatever shield is supposed to go in here has like a special mount on the back that lets it sit into the hand here that is missing from your shield. The second thing is even this large tower shield looks small in the hands of this statue. So whatever shield you're looking for is like bigger than this. Than this tower shield.
How'd you spell German?
GER space MIN.
Okay.
And then so there's a large thing. Also, I made it one mistake. The pike there's not a pike in the dude's hand. It is. I mean, there is a pike in his hand, but it's like part of the statue itself. So it's not a weapon that you could wield. Yeah, that was a mistake. There's also a tomb, like a sealed tomb, behind the statue here. Brazier on either side of it, and then a couple of pots that look like they're filled with like long gone like incense and offerings. And then there's a big bay window off to the left here that's long since broken and collapsed, but there's this big opening that looks out into the city to the west.
Okay.
Which is where the king statue faces. The tomb, there's the lights. You want to light the...
Yeah.
Great. Oh, I have to enable dynamic lighting to place these, but boom, got them. Okay. Cool. So you're able to get those lights in here and illuminate the full space. There's the light coming in, like I said, off of the statue. It actually goes right here. And I'm gonna change this light in particular, and that goes onto the map layer. Okay.
Can I poke around to see what's in these offerings if there's something valuable in them?
Yeah, so all the offerings in these things have long since rotted away, but the tomb itself looks very vaulable. If you want to try to crack it there.
Hey, let's go look at the tomb of an ancient leader of a city said to be ruled by demons. I'm sure nothing could go wrong.
Okay, so I don't have many smarts here, but how about we don't grave rob important people? That feels like a way to get cursed.
Look, what's the worst that could happen? It's for knowledge. It's for discovery. Look at the historical value that could be here. And then I start kind of like knocking on it, trying to figure out if there's like any cavities or pieces where I can open it.
I mean, it's a big stone lid, so you could push it off with some brawn.
I don't have broad. Hey, hey,
I
Silver,
do.
can I have a little help here, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left 2 of them.
Okay, both of you roll brawn. Between the two of you, you are readily able to push this stone lid off of this tomb, revealing a kingly figure wrapped in cloth. It's it's a desiccated corpse, very old, but it does look like it was set here regally in bearings in white linens, very beautifully laid to rest, holding a large pike. The pike that I mentioned that I thought was in the statue. I was reading my book wrong. There is a large pike in here that is emblazoned with a sigil of the sun on it, that he is holding.
Guys, our second weird pike we found.
Yeah. Would you like to take it?
I'll
Is it,
grab
like-
it.
Human wieldable?
It is. It's a pike. So for him, the human figure is human sized. So they're not like a large creature. And I'm going to tell you how Gehrman's pike works. Gehrman's pike is a pike that overcomes resistances to physical weapon damage, and if the pike critically hits, you can make the
That's
critical.
the same as our bone pike we already have.
Yep, but the next part is different. If the pike critically hits, you can make the critical effect be to deal an additional 2d8 fire damage.
Oh, nice.
To the target.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Then we can have two people with pikes at the same time.
We're just gonna end up with so many soldiers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
great. Okay, I've added that to your inventory here. And
Okay,
it's bolded
see.
because it's magic, just as a note. You can only have up to 2 magic items per character. So, that you're attuned to.
Okay.
You don't have to attune the favor or the revival fungus. They're bolded. Anything magic here is bolded in your inventory. So,
has anything happened
anything
with the weird magic ring that I'm
confirmed
wearing?
magic. No,
Yeah.
nothing's happened with the magic ring.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Hmm.
It's probably fine.
Is
I wouldn't worry about it.
what if it's just not magical?
It would be funny.
How'd you spell Teko Aua? I'm trying to
Teko
make sure
Aua. This is Teko Hara.
Oh, Teko Hara. I'm getting them confused.
Yeah.
I see. I must correct my notes.
Yep. So you are at the top of this building here. The statue here faces westward into the city. There's the hole in the roof with just the thin ray of moonlight here passing overhead. And yeah, you guys are set here. This is like a calm, peaceful place up here. There doesn't appear to be anything dangerous or damaging up here otherwise.
Hey, could we take a long rest here?
It's not that peaceful.
Aw.
There is a hole in the roof. You did see from before, if you got up onto the roof with rope, you probably could see into the garden. I don't know if you care. You can also climb back down. I'm happy to teleport you back to the rooftop.
Remind me what the garden is, or where is that? That's not deer territory, right?
No. The garden you guys have not been into. The garden you have been next to the garden. The garden is north of the temple here. You've only been there once in the last life where you went into this route. I don't know if you remember, you climbed up onto the rooftops. You fought those things that tried to push you off the rooftops, and then you climbed down off the roof to the north, where there was like a gate around the edge in front of the ziggurat. The inside of the gate was the garden. Most of you were dead, and you tried to fight those explodey things that tried to explode on you, which it turned out were gameable. So you survived that, and then you wandered into the city and died pretty quick. I don't remember what from.
Gotcha.
So you didn't go into the garden.
I think that was the time we just chose to fade. That was our last life.
Oh, okay. That sounds possible. Yeah, because in particular, Hilder's past life was already dead. So Natalie's last character was dead already by the time you guys got out there. But you have been around the garden. You didn't go into it.
Okay. Yeah, then we might as well get up and try to look into it, right? You said we can use rope to get up there?
Yeah, you can. And we can obfuscate if given enough time, you guys can climb up there. As you guys climb up, I need you guys to make me perception checks.
Any particular kind?
Perception sight for folks who have it, and otherwise nothing will help you. So actually, if you have perception sight, roll it. If not, don't bother. Great. I got one from Angus. This is actually plenty, so nobody else has to roll anything because Angus got everything. But that I was looking for here. But I will try to see what I can find to tell you guys. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to give you each something different. I can think of 2 special facts that I can tell you. And one of them is trickier than the other one. So I'm going to give the 32 to Angus, and I'll give the other thing to Hilder. Hilder, you climb up onto the roof, and you're looking up towards the garden. You see beyond the copses of trees, far in the distance at the northern edge of this city, you see a golden statue standing in a courtyard. The courtyard, or in what looks like maybe a dried up pond. You're not sure from this distance, but it is emblazoned, whatever it is, with the sun. And this golden statue in this courtyard is carrying a massive shield that glitters in even your torchlight from this distance.
Hey, that seems to remind me of something.
Angus,
Was there a place where we need a big shield? Oh, that's weird.
Angus, you are distracted
Don't
by
think it's
even
true.
that because you have noticed something, which is that the statue in here is pointed westward, specifically into the city block, and specifically at like it's directly facing in like a line, and you put your thumb up and you can see a direct line from the statue in this room, the statue of Germin, to a small courtyard statue that appears to be set into gears, able to rotate, facing you.
Okay, so now we know what the puzzle there is.
Yeah.
Okay. So we were just missing, like, the main piece of it. All
We've
right.
never climbed up
Okay.
here. Every time you guys,
You know
every
that
time you
one
guys were
tower we
anywhere,
skipped?
I'd be like, "There's this thin ray of light, this singular ray of light that pierces this singular tower," and you guys were like, bet I don't care." It's been
I will
so
point out
good. It's been such a delight
very-
to see the order you guys have done all of this in. Yeah. So you know where a stat shield is. I have an important question.
Yeah.
You guys are taking a break here. You're climbing up and looking at this as you're taking a break. So are you gonna write all that down?
I am.
Great. Just checking. Any other questions or thoughts here? It's getting pretty late in the night, guys, and I don't mean that out of game. I mean that in game. You guys it's taken you a while to climb up the tower, and wow, this is a really cool writing, by the way. It's taking you a while to climb up this tower.
Wait, this is amazing. What the hell?
Yeah, this is really cool. And the blood splatters and everything. Great job.
That's ink splatters, because that's when a combat starts. So that's what I like. I have to like nervously put it away.
I love.
Okay, you
that.
need to have
This
this
is
scroll
awesome.
forever.
Yeah, this is super good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So great. Yeah. So you guys have that. It's getting really late in night in game, so like near sunrise. It's going to take you a while to climb down the tower. Just an observation. Yeah. You guys want to climb down?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Sure.
I'm trying to think. There's nothing.
Are you just going in circles?
I have 200 feet of circles. Yes.
We didn't
Okay.
climb. Or hold on. We didn't like climb past a floor, but not go into it, right?
No, you've now fully explored this tower. And this is the tallest tower in the whole map. So from the top of this tower, you can see everything. You're still beneath the Great One, where you guys like start the maw. By some distance, but like maybe 50 feet additionally above you. Certainly not high enough to reach to. But you can see like the city effectively from where you are.
Okay.
And
Can we go ahead and loot these pots?
fact,
I already looked and there's nothing valuable in there. Because it's
Gotcha.
all like old offerings.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
with super
except
sight.
the pike itself. Yes, even with super sight, the really useful thing here is the pike.
The pike.
Yeah.
I really can't wait till we get level 6 and then we have 2 pike fate
Yeah.
bound.
Yeah, it's gonna be
No
sick.
one can get near us.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like we climbed down.
Great. As you guys begin climbing down, the thin ray of moonlight overhead in the tower starts turning like this burning fiery red as the sun rises, and you see that it turns into this thin narrow beam of like pure sunlight descending into that tower. This brilliant sunlight piercing that tower above you as you're climbing down, and it just looks beautiful.
Aww.
Beyond you to the north, a leathery, multi-limbed figure crawls out of the ziggurat and begins to fly towards you all as you climb down the tower.
Did we ever use the rest
all
of our hit pools while we were up there? Before we climbed down?
You are welcome to have. Yeah. Would you like to try to fight the collector?
I vote that we try to shatter that little orb thing real quick. We just all run in different directions and cause chaos. We got a 4-person team. Might as well.
Orb thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when we get up to the top of
When it drags us, yeah.
Yeah, when it takes us to the very top, there on that top roof, there's like an orb thing.
So I mentioned this
you-
before. I don't know if you guys remember. My intent was to use that as an opportunity to show you what happens, but nominally, you will die when the collector comes for you. So it learned its lesson the first time for leaving people alive, and no longer does. And so
Dread,
all of your characters will die when it comes for you. Although I will say you are welcome to attempt to fight it if you would choose to. In which case I will put it on the map.
I don't think it makes
defined-
sense to try to fight it because I don't think we can defeat it.
Oh,
And our
100%.
characters would not be able to report.
It will be Red Skulled. But otherwise these people will fade into silence. It will no longer take you to the tower alive. It will kill you where you are and then take your corpses.
What if we feign death?
Okay, really stupid. So wait, thinking that the statue, you said it was pointed at the gear statue.
Yeah, it's pointed at a gear statue.
Is it one that we well, crap.
You wouldn't recognize. At a meta level, it is southerly in the city. There's a small courtyard. There's a little gas leak, it looks like, next to it.
Okay.
So these people will die unless you guys have anything you want to do. Beyond this, you've discovered a great secret and relevant thing to the puzzle before you. In fact, wait a sec. I'm so sorry. Yes, there we go. Better. Okay. It is better. Okay. Would you so we've got 15 minutes left. I feel like it's a good time to break. You guys will start next session with new characters, newly alive and minted, able to harness the knowledge that you have before you. There are a couple things you've learned today. One of them is that the canals have water in them now. One of them is the shield and the light. Do you guys have any objectives that you're going to go after next session that I can help prep for, maybe?
So we think the shield's in the garden.
Yeah.
Um,
You can get to the garden from the temple. You could
Right.
also try to figure out more about the water. Those seem to be your
It-
two leads right now that I think you've got.
this time, are you sure there's nothing we like skipped while we were moving around for this tower? I feel like there was a room that we just like ducked into and then went right through, then like went past.
You've definitely seen everything in this tower. In
Okay.
fact, the only place you have no longer explored that you are aware of within the tower, or rooms that you've seen entrances to, the only place you have not been to is the Shadow Tower now.
I guess we wouldn't know, but is the sight specialization something that we could use to get through the Dark Tower?
No.
No. Okay.
No. There are rules for how you can engage that with some of the perception specializations. So if you wanted to try that, you'd learn more. But at the meta
Okay.
level, I'll tell you that it won't get you into the tower with sight. It'll help you with limited things, but it won't give you the ability to perceive in there normally.
Okay.
It'll be something like when there's where there's like a physical shape that moves, so you can like better pick up where something is in the darkness. So you can it'll be like playing Battleship. Nominally, if you're blinded and you're trying to hit a target, you're playing Battleship to try to hit them. And what it would be like is you'd get better at being able to tell which square they're in with those specialization talents. But if you really want to see in that tower, you have not figured out how.
But so a team of like tremor sense mole people.
Yeah, would do well at the Battleship, but they wouldn't get beyond Battleship.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Like Anthony said, you can do it technically.
Okay.
Yeah.
We lean more towards finding the shield because it's like the very clear logical next step.
Yeah, that's
But
what I was
we found a
thinking.
puzzle.
I feel
Looking back at the puzzle.
I feel like also rotating the other statue.
That's true. Yeah. But we can't do any rotating it won't get us anything until we can point the light at it by
That's
bouncing it off
true.
which I right, like there's no like magical bullshit there. It's the shield is just going to redirect the light, right? Presumably.
I'm not.
No one else
Yeah.
thinks there's a weird thing that can happen.
I can't imagine it would be anything super
Okay, yeah.
convoluted.
I sort of like had that thought and ran with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
So yeah.
Cool. Okay, so we will end here 10 minutes early. You guys will start next session with new lives. Does anybody have any preference for what classes you're going to play? I don't know if you guys want to talk about that briefly. In case you want to avoid doubling up or you specifically want to double up, that would be a good time to mention it.
I'm pretty happy to
don't
keep running with the sounds.
Cool. I don't have a preference, so I can play kind of whatever everyone else is not.
Yeah, whenever.
Hey, I think my character's doing great, by the way.
You stick with soldier then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
two
you have at least
soldiers,
one fate down and one
and-
soldier. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds right.
and then I'll,
Cool.
I'll
Yeah.
figure something out.
Okay.
Especially because I realized I can actually make my soldier a lot better, probably.
Cool. Well, it'll be fun to see what happens.
Maybe.
I am
You
Maya. I'm obsessed with you writing in the scroll. Like I cannot explain how awesome that is.
it's
Yeah.
it's super cool. Yeah, I really dig what you're doing with it right now. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Quick. So you guys are gonna play new characters and do that, and then you're going after the garden. That's the plan.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah. The thing
Yeah.
that I'm super happy about is the fact that Google Docs lets you now place images over text. So now I can
Yeah.
place random splatter images, and it like actually fits with stuff.
Yeah, it's super cool. Okay, awesome. Well, we've got your planned builds for next session. Oh, the last thing, when can we next play? Is next week off the table? October 2nd, would it work?
Next week works. Actually, hold on. Every week until Thanksgiving works for me.
Every week until Thanksgiving doesn't work for me, but next week and the week after both work for me.
So on the 9th, I will be out of town, either to MIT or to Yuma, Arizona. Good old Yuma. So I probably won't be able to do the 9th. The
We'll look at next
2nd,
week.
I don't think is a problem. I will confirm on that one. I don't think it's a problem.
It looks like the
Okay.
second should work for me.
I can do the second.
Great.
All right,
Okay.
let's shoot for next Wednesday then, and we will continue these perils next week.
Yeah.
You guys learned a lot today, I think. Um, I would not say you completed the chapter associated with Tower, but that's because you don't have a shield. You're carrying the shield all the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys did it the other way around. But otherwise, doing that, you would be one more chapter closer. I think you'd be 6 chapters in out of 15. So you're about a third of the way done.
Don't
probably now.
worry, Connor says. This will only take 6 months, he says.
8 months later.
Okay. Hey now. Several things happened since then, and only one of them was immense scope creep on the game itself. Another thing was you guys asking for more scope creep, saying you can handle level curve. A third thing was playing every other week, which I didn't
be
even
clear.
think to ask about.
To be clear, no one is mad about it.
I
Yeah.
am very happy there was scope creep because it means I get to do this thing I like more.
Yeah, well, I'm very
Exactly.
glad. If there is ever a problem with it, let me know. It sounds like we might have a problem beginning in January with just scheduling a game, and we can figure that out.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I'm happy to do days that aren't Wednesday.
yeah, it sounded like there was like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday problem is what I was worried about.
Basically, I think my robotic schedule and Maya's robotic schedule, if they hold to previous years, are going to be exact opposites.
Yeah, and so that's the trick
Yeah.
we're
But
gonna have to figure out.
I don't know if ours will stay the same because we have a new head mentor. So we might like reevaluate and see what actually works the best.
Cool. Okay, well, we'll wait to see on that, and that might make it easier for us, but we'll probably have to shift beginning in January for y'all's schedule. And then otherwise, we'll plan on playing next week, and it sounds like we'll have to skip the 9th, but we will make next week, and then probably the 15th would be the next session. There is a chance I will be in Hawaii on the 15th, but it will be for work, and so I can probably play even in Hawaii.
Get some shaved ice.
Go to hell. I will never get shaved ice. Okay, I will see you guys next week. I'm looking forward to it. You guys, I think this is the most of a sense of direction you guys have gotten in this game at all.
100%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Does it feel good?
Yeah.
Feedback for me, so the intent of this game, and I think I've mentioned this before, is that you start knowing nothing. And then you learn that there are things that are connected and you don't know how they are connected or what connects to what. But what you start doing is you start trying to figure out a puzzle without knowing the puzzle. And in so doing, no matter what you try to do, you will eventually figure out the puzzle. And that's the intent. And I feel like you guys have gotten to the point where you could now begin to piece together the puzzle.
Playing
Yeah.
this game feels the same as playing Outer Wilds.
Okay. I've never played Outer Wilds, so I don't know how
Natalie
good
has
that
just
is.
started Outer Wilds, but it is basically a massive like puzzle game.
The whole game is you start out knowing nothing and you have to figure it out.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So it's the same kind of thing.
I feel like that's good to hear. As long as it's enjoyable, I will say 90% of the puzzle credit completely goes to Anthony. All I did was take the puzzle that he created and like template it into the setting, basically. And he wrote many puzzles that I weaved together, but I would say 90% of it goes to Anthony. I can't write puzzles. Anthony writes the best puzzles. So I'm very excited to see you guys engage with it, though. So anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Thank you very much for playing, and we'll see you then.
You guys.
All right, sounds
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.